it's good. Just don't put that microphone next to the fucking fork and the bowl.
I heard that in the last one. A lot of chewing.
He was and he was rubbing the bowl with his fucking spoon the last time.
He only has a few bites left.
Well, it's good you hear chewing because that means I'm growing. And that ought to send out fear to all my competitors. When I'm chewing, I'm growing.
I'm just here for the sensitivity training, guys.
You came to the wrong place.
Oh, yeah.
The wrong house. Unlucky number 13 tonight.
There you go.
Unlucky for some people.
That's right. Number 13, and we're joined with Adam McLeod.
Adam McLeod, New Universal Order. It's been a while. How you liking Tampa?
It's good. I mean, I like it. Wooded areas, open land. And some people don't like it. People rather down here, like my wife, rather be down here, but I like it up there. It's nice.
First thing comes to mind. Why do you like the wooded areas, Adam?
Because I'm a city boy. I grew up in New York City.
And what does it have to do with the wooded areas?
Because if you grow up in a city your whole life, you usually typically want the opposite.
I don't see the logic in that, but...
Like, if people that grow up in wooded areas, what are the first thing they do when they get out of high school? They run off to, like, the city or, They
grab
California.
a woman in the city, they bring her back to the woods. I think it's a Freudian slip, Adam.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You walked right into the snake pit tonight,
it's all
Adam.
right.
Like in the wooded areas where Leonard used to hide all his dirty magazines.
Exactly. With the black ladies, the tans. With the afros and the tits and the bush.
Well, unfortunately, it's been a very quiet week, so we don't have anything to talk about tonight.
All right. Have a nice night, guys.
We're going to talk about the Super Bowl for a few hours and call it a night. This has been quite a menty week. The mentometer has been spiking ever since the last podcast a week ago.
Yeah, I guess Dale triggered some shit in the last podcast, obviously.
We certainly have a bunch of topics to cover tonight that we want to talk about. At the end of the day, this is really just all a bunch of silliness and nonsense that doesn't really directly affect anyone sitting at this table. But everybody
doesn't affect me.
Everyone direct messages us.
That's how it does affect us, because we get fucking bombarded with messages.
They want our opinion, and once a week we give it. So here we are again. And
if you don't like our opinion, you can turn the podcast off now.
Exactly.
Go listen to something else.
Go listen to somebody else that's more
I guess
PG.
Exactly.
The best way to try to tackle this tonight is to go in chronological order since the last podcast. So there's some... Who the fuck? God, it's Cedric, that fuck.
Well, first, I actually want to say thank you guys for inviting me. I'm here as a fan more than anything, and I'm honored, and I'm gratitude more than anything else for...
And Adam, I'd like to thank you and your company for these shorts. New Universal Order. These are the best shorts I ever
know what
had.
they look like. Well, thank you.
Everything I want in shorts, it has. Except for a built-in butt plug. But
you know what? I'm putting that on the next modification. That's going right in.
It'll be your next line.
Hey, you might make some money with that.
Put
You'd be
Lucy's
surprised.
face on it. I'd really enjoy that. Wow. But anyway, the elastic band is tight. When my thighs start blowing up, which they will, get plenty of room for them. It's got a pocket so I can put my keys. Thank you very much. I mean,
your stomach looks a lot smaller since the last time I saw you.
That's an insult. And
is it really? He looks a lot better.
Better? What do you define by better,
You look
Adam?
a lot. You actually look still strong, but your stomach last time was so big.
Yeah? Well, it's going to get bigger. And Dave.
Oh, Jesus.
We're going on the podcast tomorrow. Dave Colombo claims he can take 15 inches off my stomach.
How?
He said it, so hopefully he can.
I'm sure he knows what's going on.
15 inches. What's your waist measure at right now?
Probably about
close
to 50. Yeah, we'll get the tape measure.
You don't have a pair of pants that have a size
Interesting
on
to know. And you can measure our dicks, too. I want to
Measure,
see how I compare.
measure.
I want to see how I compare to Adam McLeod.
At least Lenny says my name right. Everybody says my last name wrong.
I don't know how difficult it could be.
Yeah, because they're all smoking dope.
Because it's not spelt like like the actual cloud.
Yeah,
So,
it's like if you ever watch Highlander or The Love Boat, you know who the fuck McLeod is.
Never heard of her.
Well, who pronounces your name incorrectly?
Dale actually pronounces my name incorrectly.
Surprise.
I love you, Dale, but you get my last name wrong every time.
That fucking hillbilly just started wearing shoes last week. Fucking count on him to pronounce your name right.
They pronounce his name Dale Chansey at the room.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
A couple times.
The reason that happened, they thought that might have been Mel Chansey.
Yeah, okay.
And they mixed up the two.
Mel Chansey? Never heard of him.
So a week ago at this time, we were doing podcast number 12, and Dale called in. We didn't call him. He called us up, and he's been doing some live feeds ever since, live streams on Instagram, and I happened to watch a bunch of them. And on one of them that he did recently, I think you watched it, Brad. He was wearing a Blackstone Lab shirt,
Of course.
and you can hear a dog barking in the background. And Dale said something I found a little perplexing, and I kind of would like him at some point, if he wants to elaborate. He made the following statement during a live stream on Instagram. I listened to myself on the podcast, and I can't believe everything that I said. And I went back and I listened to the podcast myself, the portion when Dale was on it.
And he was on for about an hour.
You guys correct me if I'm wrong.
Or over an hour.
He sounded pretty lucid and coherent to me. I don't
Dude,
think he said anything.
I even said, man, your memory's great for just getting into an accident. He was naming shit. He was not in any way high. I don't give a fuck. He tried to say, I was starting to get... Dude, don't pull that bullshit. He was as lucid as you can be. He knew exactly what the fuck he was saying. And then he's kind of backtracking a little bit because he saw how upset PJ got. That's all that is. 100 fucking %.
And listening to the podcast, we sure didn't ask him any leading questions. We weren't trying to steer him in any direction. Our first concern was his health. Now, we could have asked some hardball questions relating...
I did ask if PJ or Blackstone reached out to him, and he flat out said no.
Yeah, he did.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And I was just curious because you would think that Blackstone would at least... PJ was ghost for 3 weeks, whatever. He had his issues going on. But at least Blackstone knows that one of their athletes got into a near-fatal car accident. You would think that they would put out a post at least wishing him well, like they would do for their top athletes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It shows where in the range of how important the athlete that they're talking about. So if it was somebody else, they would probably gotten right to it. But with Dale, that's how I saw it.
It didn't even fucking happen.
Exactly. And I don't think PJ is the only person that is monitoring what's going on with his sponsored athletes at all times.
No.
You telling me he's the only one? Anyone at Blackstone could have just reposted that, and none of this beef or these issues.
They didn't even repost his GoFundMe. None of that shit. If
I
it was
find
Cody,
that
if it
very
was Cody
fucked up.
Montgomery, they would have done it in a fucking second.
Montgomery.
Yeah,
Never heard
and
of-
they can deny it all they want. It's just terrible public relations. I mean, you can't fucking.
You all right?
Yes.
Lenny's coughing up a hairball.
I'm enjoying I'm a choking fetish.
What?
Actually, I'm getting an erection.
Enjoying
from
his choking fetish.
Unfucking believable.
He's getting off.
Adam,
as he
reach over
goes.
and choke him.
You know, I think Dale said that he couldn't believe what he said because he knew how much shit it stirred up and how much bad PR that Blackstone and PJ got for that, and and then PJ goes on a live stream and acts.
That doesn't excuse what PJ said, though.
Well, hey, listen, PJ was being honest. I kind of respect that. That's
about not reaching out to.
Yeah, that's who he is.
Well, when I watched that, I had no idea that PJ was whatever in the hospital, or whatever. So I was like,
I don't think anyone did.
And that's fine that he was,
that's
but
his
the way,
personal business.
but the way he said about Dale should have called him. You watched. Everybody saw it, so they know what we're
I
talking
think
about.
PJ.
That's true
read,
colors.
PJ read comment. This is my guess. He read comment after comment after comment about why didn't you reach out to Dale, and it reaches a tipping point. You can only read these troll comments so many times, and that's why, if you're an impulsive person or easily triggered like that, maybe you shouldn't be doing all these live streams.
I agree.
In my opinion, if you're a public figure, if you're a CEO, if you're a business owner, you're a professional athlete, if you're any kind of well-known person with a big social media following and you rely heavily on your social media to directly communicate with your consumers, your customers, your fan base, whoever, the very first thing you should do is go to your local college and enroll in a semester-long public relations course and crisis management course. Because there used to be a time when people hired publicists and PR firms to handle this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing celebrities and public figures do is they jump on social media, like our president Donald Trump does,
Right.
and they post shit. And you can't be impulsive, you know. You got to
have poor education, and
then when it backfires, then you're sitting there trying to dig yourself out of that fucking hole.
Then
you just
at
got
the same
yourself
time,
into.
though, like look at what's happening now. Like because of the bad shit that goes on, people talk about it more. So it has like a backwards effect of a catch-22. People are talking about it more. So it's just like people make themselves like idiots, and then it gets more attention. Like Jason.
Oh yeah.
So.
Then you do a second live stream to try to cover your tracks in the first live stream. Then you do a third live stream to try to, you know, make amends for what you said. And the next thing you know, you're just digging yourself a deeper
Back
and
to
deeper
the Future
hole.
3, trying to fix
Put
problems.
the fucking phone down and stop with the live streams and just think, analyze, and put your impulses aside.
And if that's the way he truly feels, fucking just own it, man. If you're gonna say something, fucking own it. I said it. That's how I fucking feel. Okay, like it or not. That's it.
Now I missed that PJ after that first live cast. PJ made another live stream saying something else.
I didn't see all that. People send me clips of it. I can't sit there and watch
They
a
all,
fucking
the
hour-long live
the
stream.
meat and potatoes of all these live streams end up on YouTube. There are a few YouTube channels, Rick Flaring. There are a few of them that take the highlights from all these live streams and upload them, and there it is in permanent ink, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
When you say something, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. That's the problem with doing the live streams. Like when we as the Delray Misfits do live streams, we're out at a bar, we're having fun. We never do a live stream when there's something serious, or at least somewhat serious, that we want to discuss.
Or we don't respond to certain questions or comments that we see that we know we would love to comment on, but we don't because we're not impulsive like that. You know what I mean? You can't be, or else you're just going to find yourself in a world of shit.
There's a certain amount that you can put out there, and I've even said in posts that I put up of you guys, there's only 3 channels that I watch. You guys, Nate, and Casey Neistat. Because
Nate who? Never heard of her.
because there's certain channels I respect. Obviously Nate is a close friend, but like you guys are totally like genuine when it comes to your own content. So there's a point where you have out there the content of what you guys are known for, but then also the content that you don't want out there. And that has to be. I mean, that's why my personal profile is private.
Well, the thing about all of us is, you know, we're not business owners.
Right.
Nobody's pulling our strings.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
We
can
have
sit-
jobs,
Yeah.
and the shit that we do on YouTube, Delray Misfits, you know, it isn't intertwined with our jobs or our careers.
Right.
They're totally separate. But if you're a business owner, if you own a you're all right.
He's trying to swallow 100 pills at one fucking time. Like
Is that
trying
mashed
to be a
potatoes?
hero.
Yes.
It
It looks like applesauce.
That's what I said last week.
It's half mashed potato and half butter. Look at that.
Calories.
No, don't.
Heart attack.
Listen,
He puts the mic on
when you
close.
clear your throat, put the mic down.
Oh,
You don't want to do it right into the microphone.
sorry.
That's okay.
Maniacs.
Christ.
I'm not wearing the headphones, so I don't give a shit. But yeah, so anyway, I listened to myself on the podcast, and I can't believe everything I said. I just think that merits some kind of an explanation.
Right.
You know, I hope he's not implying that we sort of led him astray down the dark path.
I don't think that.
No.
I think
that's genuine.
He feels
Right.
he feels bad that he threw PJ and Blackstone.
He was
under
just
the
being
bus.
honest.
But
Yeah.
exactly, he was just
But
being.
like Brad
fucking-
said, own it.
Yeah,
like,
what the
if
fuck,
he says it,
man?
own
Right.
it.
You know.
It's on the podcast. It's out there.
And,
Own it.
and then you know
like,
what?
if you feel uncomfortable
and
and you
guess
feel
what?
fucked over by Blackstone, own it.
Yeah, and he did at the time. And guess what? And then, you know, if PJ didn't get any backlash for it, he would never have reached out to fucking Dale. But since he got so much shit for it, then he's like, oh, I fucked up. You know? And then he knew he fucked up even more when he did that live stream, and everybody sees his true colors, and it's like, yeah, he's kind of a fucking dick.
No, it's one of two things. He either reached out to Dale and was genuinely apologetic, which is, of course, entirely possible.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, I talked to Dale. He did.
All right. Or Dale's just covering for him.
Right. No, I think he did reach out to him, but it was only
Okay,
because
good.
Dale came on and was disappointed that he didn't reach out to him.
Again, I'd like to hear Dale, if you're listening, if you could call in and clear that up real briefly.
We're not
This
live.
isn't live, Leonard.
We're not live. You want me to have him call in? I could text him.
Yes,
and
I'd
see
like
if
to
he
hear
wants
an explanation
All right, hang on, folks.
All right.
before I make up my mind.
Hey, what's fair is
Let's hear it from the
fair.
horse's mouth.
Why not?
Yeah, just put it all out on the table.
Let me text him first.
We know
He might be
he's not
sleeping.
telling the truth. Is that a Freudian slip?
I just,
What? That he's sleeping?
I just, it's a little disappointing because I thought Dale did have testicles. Because then he goes back on his live stream and is trying to cover for PJ and backshot. Dude, fuck that.
What kind of what
Fuck
kind of
that.
contract does Dale? Is it annual or month to
Who the
month?
fuck cares? He makes 6 figures. He doesn't even need that shit. He can buy his own fucking shitty supplements and
I
shirts.
never understood,
The fuck
supplement,
outta here.
sponsorship, like just to get free shit. But I don't know if Blackstone's actually paying.
It's not the money, it's the status.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
So that's all it is. Oh, look, I'm with Blackstone. Like,
Who cares? Fucking cares.
What happened to Dope Labs?
Lenny had me laughing last week when he thought Dale came flying through the roof of the house.
That's what he said. I could imagine sitting down with the family.
Lenny thought that
Lenny thought
because
that-
I read a comment and it was 6 a.m. I was at the gym when I read it. I could swear it said that Dale was thrown from the car
Into the house.
and landed on the roof of a porch of a house and fell through the roof of the porch. I'm thinking, what is this guy? Is this guy made of like space titanium, like the fucking Terminator?
Maybe
you
he's
know?
trying to be a porch monkey in a literal sense.
16 minutes and 51
Well,
seconds
he-
after
that's
the
his
first
first one?
porch
Yeah.
monkey bomb.
He's up because he commented on the Instagram post.
What did he say?
I don't know. Hold on.
I saw he was going to the doctor today. I saw him in the car driving out and about. I know he still has a catheter.
No, really?
Yeah. I talked to him for an hour on my trip down from Tampa to here, and I had time to kill. So let me call up Dale Chance, and he was telling me all about it,
I'm sure he did.
and about the catheter, and how
That's
his
why I
tailbone, and I've never had my tailbone broken, but from what I hear, it could be fucking.
Somebody said it looks like my balls stink. They smell like your mother's breath because I teabagged her right before we got here. Fucking faggot.
I gotta say, your trolls are 90% creeps, and then there's a small 10% that are actually cool guys that you get to know over a course of time.
Dude, they're funny as shit.
Shout out, Chris, bro.
A lot of the comments and shit are fucking
Oh,
hysterical.
and a lot of them, they direct this energy towards this creativity. In like, I think to myself, these guys must be geniuses, in some form or another, because they like, I saw the video game that somebody made for you guys. Like, come on, like, if you take that, maybe that person does work for like Nintendo or PlayStation.
He
or
asked.
something like that.
He asked, "What time do you want me to call in?" Should I say now?
Yeah. We definitely have some of the most creative, dedicated viewers. And I posed a question last week. Well, not really a question. I kind of made a statement saying, I think some of our viewers, a small fraction of them, are even a little too emotionally invested.
Oh, for sure.
Like if
Yeah, they take shit way too personally.
It's like their life.
If you are contacting anyone's place of employment,
Oh, yeah.
if you
Fuck
are
that.
going
No,
after
fuck that.
anyone's family, then you need to just
that.
take a big step back from all this shit because you are way too emotionally invested.
The amount of time.
Brad and I, we have the thickest skin. Say whatever
Right.
you want about us in the comment section. We don't delete shit.
Yeah.
But if you cross that line to where you're calling people's places of employment,
That's
or not
fucked
that
up.
that's happened to us,
That's
well,
fucked up.
maybe it has. What do I know?
I'm sure it has.
Yeah. Just,
Didn't that happen to Dale too, right?
It's time to reevaluate things. Yeah, I think so.
Well, I don't give a shit. I used to work for Microsoft for a year. So there you go. You can call them all you want.
Yeah, no, that's definitely crossing the line.
Have you
don't
ever
listen
met
to
Bill Gates?
No.
Never heard of her?
Bill Gates. Yeah, some of them take it too far, but you know.
Oh, I came with a gift. You guys want to see it?
Thank you.
Sure. Hold on one second. Actually, Brad might already know what this is.
Is that a Freudian slip?
Hopefully it's a bong.
It's a foot-long joint.
Oh, shit. That's the fucking picture I was telling you about. How fucking awesome is that?
So that's drawn by a guy in Canada called James. His name is James D'Alto. And I know you reached out to him
Yes,
because
I did,
was
man.
collabing with him to have that
okay.
drawn up.
That's fucking great.
And he put you on hold. He's like, yo, he's asking. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, don't tell him.
How fucking sick is that?
Yeah. He's a skilled
Can
artist.
you get a few more copies of this?
Can you
Yeah,
get one without-
I'll
without
send you the
Jason
digital
in it?
version.
Will you?
Yeah,
Please.
for sure.
Thank you. I'll
Yeah.
give you my email address.
Yeah. I think I have it
Wait
still.
till you see this,
Okay.
Leonard. Holy shit.
That is... Look, and Lenny has the football on his arm. On the right.
Yeah, I'll hold
Is
it.
Is there a bigger version of it?
No, that's printed out on
How
a regular
fucking awesome
printer.
is that?
Uh-huh.
I mean, this guy is fucking... He did that in 2 days. In 2 days, he drew
That's
that up.
insane.
How sick is that?
It's piss.
It's not. Don't say that.
And
I'm sorry I said it's sick.
all I had to do was...
Fuck yeah, man.
all I had to do was tell him what I'm looking for him to draw, how I want the layout. I gave him all your guys' pictures. He went to town.
That's fucking great.
Yeah. The hardest thing was to get Brad's tattoos.
I actually
Because I don't have pictures of his actual tattoos, so we had to come up with something.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
It's good. In this, I actually look like I lift weights.
That's fucking
a great rendering.
man. That's awesome.
I got a thick
So
neck.
shout out
traps.
to
Thanks, man.
James D'Alto in Canada. He
At
knows
James
he's listening. He's a
Good
fan
shit.
too. I actually got him on you guys as a fan, so
That's fucking great. What an awesome picture.
he got picked up.
He's a
He
good
got
artist.
posted in some WWE ones because he was drawing some of their characters like
Yeah.
that, and
That's
they
fucking awesome.
started tagging them. And once he did a picture of me, I was like, dude, I'm hiring you ASAP.
I particularly like Big Richard's rendition. Very
I know,
realistic.
it's real good.
I'll
What
send
part
you
of
the
Canada are you
digital
from,
version. Yeah, please.
Mr. D'Alto? You anywhere chance by near Montreal?
I don't know where he's at. He's in Canada somewhere.
Well,
I
if
don't know
you
where
would
he lives.
like to do a Christina Broccolini portrait for me, with me involved, I would appreciate that as well.
So I had actually an idea after he drew that up, and I'll talk to you about it now. About a shirt that would look good doing the Misfit bunch with you guys in squares with the
Yeah.
same faces,
Cool.
and
yeah.
he'll draw it up, and I can send it
Perfect.
to you. And
Absolutely. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
They want a shirt with all of us.
Even you can do that. I'll send you the file, and you throw that shit on a shirt.
Hell yeah. That's fucking great. Yeah. I'm impressed, man. That's talent to be able to do
It's
that.
real talent. Once he did the picture, once he did the picture of me, I jumped on him. Like I was like, I'm hiring you ASAP to do drawings for me.
Was that your Instagram picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
right.
when I saw that and
Yeah.
you gave him a shout out. I'm
that's
like,
good.
holy
Yes.
shit! I said, man, can you do one of us?
Yeah, and he messaged me earlier in the week, and he's like, "Yo, Brad's asking," and I was like, "Just stall him, man, just stall him," because I wanted to bring it to you guys on Monday.
Fucking cool
Yeah,
is that?
that's sick. That's fucking good.
And like I said again, 2 days,
Good
and
shit.
he's cheap. You should charge a
Now.
lot more, James. A lot more.
Well, now, yeah, he'll get.
And he's getting hit up by the WWE too.
You gonna chew it in the mic, or you gonna say something?
Well, that's their loss. They could have a WrestleMania main event. Me and the Hulkster. And the Misfits come out to the
what
ring.
What makes you think the Hulkster wants to fucking wrestle with you?
We got Dale
Yes, he
Chance
does.
on line one.
Oh, Dale's
Here
calling.
he comes.
Dale,
Yes.
hold on a second.
Podcast.
What's up, dude? How you feeling?
I'm all right. Trying to get better, just in pain. What else is new?
Are you drugged up? That's question number one. We want to make sure
Yeah.
we want to make sure you're not.
No Percocets, Vicodin.
No, I have just ibuprofen and muscle relaxer, so I'm good.
Well, muscle relaxer can make you a little loopy.
Send
but
some of
that's
them
all right.
down here.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
right,
these
so-
muscle relaxers don't really do much for me.
So Dale, here's why we asked you to call in. I posed a question a few minutes ago, earlier in the podcast, and I wanted you to respond to something that you said in a recent live stream, but we didn't think it was fair to pose the question without getting your response immediately. So, in a podcast you did earlier this week, a live stream. It was the one where the dog was barking in the background and you were wearing the Blackstone Lab shirt. You said, I listened to myself on the podcast last week and I can't believe everything that I said. And I wanted you to elaborate what you meant by that and what was everything that you said that you couldn't believe you said.
Well, just the stuff that I was saying, because I was acting, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, I think PJ was really off by saying the things he said, and I don't know what it was, but to me, I felt like when I was talking that I didn't give anybody a fair shot, so the things that I was saying was that they were out of context because, you know, I didn't know PJ was in the hospital, and granted, that's not an excuse for him to act the way he did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't even know why I said that in my live stream.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot here. I kind of feel badly, but I think the best way to get a response out of you on this is to just do it organically. You like that? Remember Captain Kickstarter? He always used to say that stupid shit.
Organically.
What did you say, organically?
We want to keep it organic.
Yeah.
We want it to be organic.
Yeah. Fucking creep.
Sure.
He works at Whole Foods now.
Yeah, right.
Dale's laughing.
Sucking dicks in the bathroom.
So we figured we'd call you up and try to get you to respond. When you said that, it kind of raised an eyebrow. So I wrote down a bunch of notes, things I wanted to discuss on this podcast. I can't remember shit anymore. I'm getting old. And that was one of the things.
No, and trust me, whenever we were talking that Thursday, there's a lot of stuff that I don't remember we were talking about. And then I had to go back and listen to the podcast, and I was like, holy crap, man, did I really say all that stuff?
What was bad about what the fuck was bad about what you said? You were being honest.
What did you say that was bad? Because I listened to it too, and you sounded very lucid, very coherent. I think you were making very good points despite your condition. And, you know, the funny thing is, Dale, I kind of heard through the grapevine, a lot of people were disappointed in us. They thought we were lobbing you softballs. They wanted us to interrogate you about how fast you were going and the accident, and you could have killed someone. And listen, we're not members of law enforcement investigating a vehicular homicide case. We're your friend, and our first concern was your condition. There's a time and a place to interrogate you. And the next time your ass is down here in Florida, we're going to break your balls about how fast you were going, but not when you're
because it wasn't no fucking 45. That's for
but
sure.
not when you're laying in a hospital bed. So
Yeah, I heard that after when I listened to the podcast and I got done talking, and Brad's like, he wasn't going 45. They're like, no way. I started laughing. I'm like, you know what's crazy? And Brad, you called it. I mean, being in a straight drive, you know, if you downshift, man, that RPM goes up. All of a sudden, you just take off. This cop said that I was doing, that he estimated I was doing 90 when I hit the boulder. And I said, there's no way, because I'd have been dead. But when
How did he estimate that he was
I
doing
stopped
90?
and went and talked to the homeowner. I went to his house and talked to him. He said he just got up from his couch and walked into his kitchen, and he heard me hit. And he looks out the window and he sees me flipping end over end through his yard. And it's like, wow, this guy's gonna hit the house. And I went through his front porch, and he come out the door. I was like, what the heck?
We're laughing because you're alive, but that's
exactly.
funny.
And the guy that slammed on brakes in front of me, he's actually the one who pulled over and pulled me out of the car. He was a nurse. He's actually the one who pulled me out of the car.
I thought the guy took
He
off.
started emergency or whatever he was doing to keep me alive. And then, you know, there's something else that I found out later that that the doctors told my wife and them that I was airlifted to the hospital. If I'd have been 25 minutes later, because that's how severe my spinal leakage. I had spinal fluid leaking out. I didn't know it. Yeah, so and trust me, when I went around the people, I was only doing 45. when I went into the boulders, I was doing 90s. So.
There you go.
Because also, I got the pictures, and I can send you the pictures. And you can see where my car went down the hill. So when I was going down that hill, getting through that yard, I mean, trying to hit the brakes and the clutch, trying to slam the clutch and the brakes in, there was no way I was going to stop because I was going down a hill, and then I hit those boulders. But what the miraculous thing was, there's 2 trees, and I went right in between those 2 trees.
Like a field goal.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
Kick is good.
He needs to cut them down and smoke them now.
But as far as for the
That's who you'll lose to next is a kicker. But anyway.
Adam's there, right?
Yeah, man.
There, Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Adam. We talked a good 40 minutes the other day, and I was telling him, that it was crazy that some of the things that went on and what PJ said. I mean, PJ actually called me and talked to me, and
Of course he did,
I look at
because he
it
felt
as-
he felt fucking bad for what he said. That's
Shit in
why.
his pants.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
why.
what I look at it as. But me and PJ talked and everything, and he told me he'd never abandoned me and everything. And I think he felt really bad for the way he come out at it.
He
Because
felt bad because he caught so much shit for it, Dale. Come on.
Yeah, I agree with that too, and I can see that. And then my wife, and she was sitting on the couch in there, and all of a sudden she saw his live feed that night, and she saw that he was like, well, I'm not trying to get in a pissing contest with Dale, but I almost died, and what's worse, blood pressure or broken bones.
So
And
he went on a second. He went on a second live stream and said that.
Yeah, he went on a live
I never
stream
saw that
night.
What's worse, I would say broken bones.
Yeah, that's the thing, I mean, and a lot of
No, being stressed from work, Leonard. That's serious business.
a lot of people gave him so
Panic
much crap
attack,
about
Leonard.
that.
Blood pressure. The
Lamborghini's
blood pressure
not
that
running.
he said he had, he would have been fucking dead anyway. That's higher than what Leonard has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give me a fucking break.
That's another, that was higher than Lenny's that time.
Yeah, fuck
But,
out of
I mean,
here.
I'll tell you what, man. Granted, everything
The
that's
divorce
been
must
going
be
on,
hard on him.
everything that's
Yeah.
been said. I done a live stream that night, and when I done that live stream that night, after my wife had told me, I got up, and I done a live stream, and I was like, look, yeah, I've been passed out for 6 hours, so I didn't get a chance to get up and say anything about PJ and all that, and he has contacted me every day, and he did donate to my GoFundMe, which was really cool. But yeah, I think
That's
I think everything.
that's called damage control.
Exactly.
Well, and that's what a lot of people I've had.
Dale, listen. You don't want to say if you don't want to say it, that's fine. I'll say it, and everybody that's watching or listening and seeing this shit, everybody knows what's up, what it is.
Well, and that
It's
goes,
not.
You can see through the
It's not a
bullshit.
fucking mystery.
and it goes back to what I said earlier. This all could have been mitigated by just implementing public relations 101.
Yep.
Stay the fuck off live streams.
Yep.
Don't get triggered and baited by trolls. I mean, when we go live, we see troll comment after troll comment. If we do respond to them, we'll do it in a humorous way, or we'll just scroll over them.
Exactly.
And it's just nothing good happens when you respond to something impulsively. Nothing. Only bad things happen. And
But he didn't seem like he gave a shit. He was acting the way he truly is. That's his character. That's who the fuck he is. I mean, whatever. Hey, if that's the type of person you want to work for,
Then
you
own
want to
it.
work for,
Then just
then
fucking
that's
act.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, listen, it's you do what you want to do. We're not telling you to. We're just giving you our opinion, and we like you. We didn't like seeing you get treated like you don't mean shit to like you're a piece of shit, basically.
Dale, let's pretend PJ's sitting right here. What would you tell him right now for all the maniacs to hear?
PJ was sitting right there.
Be honest, please, Dale. I appreciate it.
I really appreciate you donating and doing all the nice and giving me a chance at sponsorship. But I really didn't like didn't like how he acted. You know, I really wish he would have done it different. But I know.
Well, now he does too.
Yeah.
Dale, the key word, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but is sponsorship. What does that mean to you? I'm failing to grasp the concept
Well,
of
remember, you're lucky that
you
he
being
gave
a
you
sponsored
sponsorship.
athlete, as I am too. But what is your concept of it?
Well, to me, like I talked to Cornelius, and Cornelius said the same thing.
Never heard of her. Who?
No, I know. I guarantee you, Cornelius feels the same way we do. I know it because Cornelius is a sharp guy.
Once Dale told me, I told him I was fucked up.
He's got a sexy wife too, by the way.
He told y'all in comments before how he felt about the whole thing. And, you know, me, my problem is I'm too nice of a guy.
Yeah, you're nice. You're a nice guy, Dale.
Hold on. Dale, I want you to say that again. Louder and clear. Say it.
I'm too nice of a guy.
Say it again.
Put that on a shirt.
There you go.
Nice guy, Dale. Like
Hey,
nice
Dale,
guy.
where
Nate.
was that niceness when you sent those videos in challenging me? A middle-aged, surgery-ridden, diabetic, heart arrhythmia, porn addict, tranny sucker like me. Last place in bodybuilding. Where was your nicest then?
When I come and picked you up and took you to the gym, that was my niceness.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
took my time to come pick you up from work to bring you home. How about that, Leonard?
And remember, I almost died in your truck too on 95.
Got us killed.
Remember that? Yeah.
Truck.
We were a millisecond away. Luckily, Christina Broccolini's guarding me. Obviously, you went along for the ride.
It's almost like they're kindred spirits.
You know, if you weren't next to me, who knows? You probably wouldn't have been there.
I know.
But we can thank Christina Broccolini for that.
Dale,
I gotta thank you, Christina Brock.
What-
That was great.
Dale,
Thank you.
one thing I will say about Dale, and I know Dale catches a lot of heat in the comment section a lot, but we've spent a lot of time with Dale. He's been down here now, 3 times or so. Dale has a heart of gold. He's a very generous person. He'd take a fucking bullet for anyone sitting at this table. I can say that for a fact.
I agree.
And you are hands down one of the most genuinely generous, good-hearted people I've met in a long time.
Great family man.
And you know, we're happy to call you our friend, and we're all glad you're getting better.
Yeah.
And you know, we just all really hated the way this whole thing kind of played out for everyone to see. And
You should be Blackstone's
Because
golden child.
you were getting shit on basically, and that's fucked up.
And we kept our mouths shut all week, knowing that we were going to have a podcast to do tonight. So this is our chance to discuss it civilly, you know, without name calling and anything like that, and to get your take and just, you know.
Dale, coming from the heart, you're your own man. You make your own decisions. But what I would secretly like you to do is get on that mic and challenge him to a fight. Say, I'm going to bring something back. I'm going to come
fucking
out of
ref
this
that
wheelchair, and I'm going to come as the biggest, nastiest freak, and you'll regret it. Just like the WWE's not regretting me to get in the ring with that freak with the long hair and the big
Are
nose.
we talking about Triple H?
I've never heard of her.
No,
That
Jay's
greasy has-been nobody.
no. PJ's got to fight Jay first, since
We
he
should
offered that
really
challenge.
start a Delray Mania.
What, Dale? Hold on.
I don't know if Jay's going to fight BJ. He might have to beat the crap out of Jason Genova now.
Oh, Lord.
No, that's not even a. That's like beating up a fucking kindergartner.
That would be terrible. That's like beating up a kid.
Yeah.
All right,
Jason's loyalty is to, money.
that
If Jay Masters offered Jason $1,000 tomorrow to order 66 PJ and Blackstone, he'd do it in a fucking second. Please. We know. That's why people can't stand Jason anymore, because he's been exposed and everybody knows what he's all about now.
Well, I had a chuckle. PJ did a live stream, and it was the one where he was sort of congratulating himself for getting Jay to make his Instagram private, which, by the way, had already been private for about 2.5 weeks.
He tinkers with it. He goes private, unprivate,
Why does he do
just
that?
because he doesn't want to get fucking deleted
Oh,
again.
deleted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think PJ said something like, "You see, Jason's loyal to me." No, Jason is loyal to your wallet. Jason's loyalty. Jason's like a blade of grass blowing in the wind. whichever direction the money is in, and all the horse shit all the carrots you can dangle in front of him, like meeting The Rock and moving you out to LA. That's where his loyalty is. You know that.
Yeah, he's full of shit.
Anyone who says Jason is loyal to me has a lot to learn about.
How much shit has he talked about?
Extortion.
How much shit has he talked about PJ to us? Please.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How much has he talked about? I mean, I'll tell you what. If I upload those videos with me, Lenny, and him, Lenny, you can attest to this. Me, you, and him riding in my truck. The crap he was talking was unreal.
Yes, it was.
Well, that's why we never take anything Jason says personally.
can't.
Right, because he talks shit about everybody.
Because he talks about you to me, and he talks about me to you, and he burns the candle at both ends.
And he wonders why he's losing all of his followers and subs.
Right.
You should look at my DMs what he says about Nate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he fucking can't stand Nate.
The fucking hate is real.
The resentment toward Nate is strong.
I'm like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
I know.
Yeah.
Now that Nate has, nothing to do with him. Yeah,
He's
it's
smart.
crazy.
Well, Dale, go ahead, Dale. I'm sorry.
You can't really blame Nate either. I mean, look at the way Jason done him. Order 66 him. I mean, like, come on, dude. Nate's been there for you.
Well, you know what?
Like y'all have been there for him.
There was a time when the Order 66s meant something. I remember when Jason used to order 66 someone, it was because I can't believe we're 4 adults sitting at a table.
No shit, talking about a
Order
fucking-
66
a fucking
people.
Star Wars.
What the fuck is wrong with
Fucking
us? But anyway,
nonsense.
It's better when I have to explain it to people.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah, no
what the
shit.
fuck is that about?
there was a time when he would order 66 someone because he felt slighted, or Callie Muscle called him a retard, or there was always
Chuck Basher, correction.
Excuse me, Chuck Basher. The Order 66s used to be personal. Now,
They held more power.
right, now it's just people pay him. They PayPal him money to order 66 someone, so they carry no weight.
Yeah.
Is Dale part of the unsub 2018 crew?
Do what?
Are you part of the unsub 2018 crew?
Well, I will be completely honest. I unsubbed in 2017.
So did I, Dale. So did I.
You're ahead of the curve, Dale.
Exactly.
Before the 2018.
So
If you wanna lower your IQ, go watch some of his fucking videos.
I just, we
We've
were
missed
sitting
one.
there, and after the
Yeah,
roomie,
flax.
but what really got me, and what was funny, I talked about this in the last podcast, was, his mom getting autographs over Derek Charles, but when his mom sat right there and said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe Jason got second. He should have won." I'm
Right,
like,
there you go.
Get the fuck out of
yeah,
here.
Now you wonder why he is the way he is.
Wow.
I
Delusional
mean,
is real.
Jay, no. Now I know why he's the way he is.
Yeah, and that's why we've cut him slack for so many years. But now he's a fucking grown man. He knows right from wrong, and he can act like he uses his handicap as a fucking
Oh, yeah.
when it's convenient as an excuse. It's fucking
We went
nonsense.
out to that club with Robert Franks. That was awesome.
He doesn't have an S at the end of his name, by the way. You fucking dumb redneck.
He's got the click in his
Wait,
head.
Dale, how do you pronounce Adam's last name?
Adam McLeod.
You want to try again?
You know what? What's that white puffy thing in the sky, you schmuck?
It's McLeod, Dale.
I've always called him McLeod.
It's a
Lloyd.
thing.
Jesus Christ.
You remember the Highlander?
McLeod forever.
Like when fucking Jason tagged me in the first picture of me and him, he tagged me as the original pancake.
Oh my God.
I don't know why he did that.
Oh, there's my first Jason Genova of 2018. What the heck? Dale Genova. Oh God, I'm turning into the shit lord.
It happens to all of us sooner or later, Dale.
See what that medication does to you?
Adam, I'm really sorry.
Nah, man. Hey.
Don't worry about it, Dale Chansey. No problem.
Oh my God. I watched that video. And I watched the videos a lot. And that guy every time, Dale Chauncey. I'm like, how the heck do you get
Chauncey.
It's like people can't even fucking read anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
That was so funny.
Good times.
It's not even a hard name.
I was talking to Cornelius and them, and I was talking about that after the show. I'm like, how in the world could that guy not get my name right? And Cornelius, he was just like,
got Big Lenny's name right.
Unless someone committed a typo and put a Y
I think
at the
he's
end of it.
confusing you with Mel Chauncey because we had a controversy going.
Never heard of her.
Oh, and then that's the truth, Lenny. What was really funny is Lenny's like, has any expert down here has ever filmed you, Dale? Everybody was filming Lenny.
Dale, were you ever at what's his name's house, by the way? Cornelius? Were you at his house when he told you this?
What was that?
Were you at Cornelius' house when he told you this?
When I was at Cornelius. No, I haven't been to Cornelius' house.
Well, if you are, grab the dirty panties for me and send them to me.
Fucking God. Wow.
Oh,
man, that's great.
I'll go over to his house and I'll do that for
Please
you.
do. I'll grab him and wrap him around my cock and bust a nut right in him.
Will you fucking...
And lick it up on camera right next to her skid mark.
Nice.
You are a disgusting...
You have to pay triple for that in some countries.
Cornelius is flattered, by the way, and so is his wife.
Okay, Lenny, can you take pre-workout right now?
I actually did. I got back on the guy, as Jay
Why do you think
Master
he's
says.
talking like this?
I got the party started today, if you know what I mean.
All right, good.
But
I got a pre-workout I'm going to send you.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, it's Dope Labs.
See, you should have been better off with them. This wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, true. You know, it's funny. I was so excited because, and what got me is when PJ told me about he would give me a sponsorship if I won. I felt a lot of pressure about trying to win. But whenever I got the sponsorship, to me it was being a sponsored athlete.
Right.
Because that's something I always wanted to see was a
That's what you thought you. That's what you thought you wanted.
Well, you wanted it for the status, or you wanted it for what you thought came with it?
I wanted it for what I thought came with it, and I will say I wanted it for the status. I like the fact being able that people were saying, "Hey, there's a sponsored athlete."
Hey, Dale, how about this? There's a freak. There's a fucking freak. That's what you want.
What was it?
You didn't hear me.
Oh my God.
I definitely.
You want people to say, look, there's a freak. Look at the size of him. Look how ripped he is. That's a freak.
That's a good point. You're all right. That's true. You know what's funny is that's why I hid my physique because I wanted everybody to see how serious I got whenever I came. Because my whole concept, and I'll tell you all this. I think I actually talked to Brad about it. Brad, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But my whole thing was I was gonna stay hidden until the day of the show, and I was gonna walk backstage, and I was gonna have Jason with Karam Yogum and all his coaches before he went and made that stupid comment. But I was gonna have all them there, and I was gonna take off my jumpsuit and say, all right, let's get this party started.
In the words of Jay Masters, get the party started.
Yeah, get the party started. But then I'm actually glad. I like the way how everything panned out and everything came out. That was great because when I went and saw you and Andrew and Brad at the pizza place that Thursday night, when I walked in and I just dropped my shorts and I took my shirt off, I was like, what do you think about that, lady? You were like,
Right in the middle of a fucking restaurant.
Freaky.
He was like,
Not giving a fuck.
okay.
I knew you were going to do it. I was impressed.
Well, I say this, Dale. Hey, Dale. If tomorrow, right now, if you tell PJ to take a hike, I'll pick you up as a sponsored person for New Universal Order right now.
That'd be great.
Do it, Dale.
Get some nice shorts out of it.
I got a lot of thinking that I'm doing, so.
Yeah, I think you need to think that over.
It would have been your perfect out.
Do it, Dale. Rip him, Dale.
I'm too nice of a person, Lenny. I can't be mean.
He doesn't want to burn
Dale,
bridges.
Do it.
You can't make everybody
It's not.
happy in life.
about being mean. It's what's right is right. I mean,
It's looking out
Listen.
for yourself sometimes more than for others, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. Sometimes in life you got to be a little bit selfish and say what's best for me, and not what's best for somebody else.
And that's crazy because that's one thing Cornelius
He's right.
Cornelius gets on to me a lot about it because he's like, dude, you're the nicest guy in the world, but you really gotta get mean sometimes.
No, some people take advantage of it.
Yeah,
Dude.
go back. Get back on that diet.
Oh yeah, right away. That'll.
Worse than anybody.
It isn't even about being mean. Just don't let anyone take advantage of you, and just do what's best for yourself. You don't.
You're getting your ass kissed nice now because of the fuck up and
How
because
long
of
will it
public
last?
relations. Exactly.
Yeah, sure. Well,
Listen.
you know what's crazy, and I'll say this: all the trolls that went up against PJ about sponsoring me, they're all the ones that are like busting his balls about what he did to me, and they're like, I get messages from these guys all the time. Like, look, man, we bust your balls because it's fun and everything, but we really don't feel like that was right, and we hope you get better soon. And I'm like,
And listen,
to me, it's
anybody with half a brain in their head and any decency and saw the way he was speaking about you would also agree that was fucking terrible.
It's the first thing I said to
It's
Dale.
fucking ridiculous.
I said,
If
what
I
the-
was
what is
one
up
of
with
his
that shit?
sponsored athletes or one of, I would fucking.
What did he
Sounds like
say?
Goodbye.
He sponsored you out of niceness?
Yeah,
Or what was
he's
the word?
lucky I sponsor him. And listen, like I said before,
Out of charity or
you
something
you appreciate his honesty because he was actually being honest. That's how he really fucking feels. His true colors came out. Okay, if that's the way he wants to be, see you the fuck later, man. I'm sorry. I lost all respect for him when he fucking said that shit like that, like a pompous fucking rolling his eyes, and he might as well have just snapped his fingers in the fucking air like a bitch. I mean, what the fuck? I'm too fucking cool. Like, you're not. You're just another fucking guy, okay?
Yeah,
you're just
exactly.
another fucking snake oil salesman that got lucky, okay, with your fucking brand, and you got a bunch of dick riders that fucking blow you on the daily basis. Oh, you're so great. You're so great. You're so great. Look at the way he was speaking that night. Fuck him. Fuck him. You want to call that great? You know what? Fuck off. You know who the brains of that operation was, and it's Aaron Singerman.
Redcon, Aaron Singerman.
And if you're a CEO, president of a company, you don't fucking behave in that fashion, okay?
Exactly.
And if you do, I hope your company goes right in the fucking toilet, and deservedly so. I don't give a shit. He was nice to us when we met him and when we went to his fucking warehouse, but that was all for show too, okay? Trevor even said it. He's like, "Oh, PJ's all about the views," when he said, "You can have whatever you want." Didn't he fucking say that to us? And you were sitting right there when he said that. Oh, because it's good for the views. It's good for the views. He's going to be generous and give you. He doesn't give a fuck about any of us. He gives a fuck about himself. Okay?
yeah.
Well, let's get him in the ring with the Motor City Madman, Jay Masters.
That'll never happen either. Jay called his bluff, and he's going to weasel his fucking
not
way
gonna
out of that.
happen.
too.
I want to see a super card, and I want the Maniacs to see it too. Me and Chuck Basher, and the main event, PJ Braun and the Motor City Madman. How's that sound, Maniacs? Tough man style, MMA style, you've heard it here. Let's get a super card ready.
I want to ref that fight.
There you go. Let's do it.
Dale,
Hey, Lenny, I love whatever you're on, man. It's fantastic.
That's great.
Phenibut, methindrostanolone, SARMs, multiple
We
SARMs.
try to be nice to these people and not say shit, but then they do stuff. You know what? And fuck it.
Should we?
We
play
can
the-
say
we
that's the
should-
beauty of our channel and what we do is we can say whatever the fuck we want
And another thing,
about
Maniacs,
whoever we want because nobody's gonna do shit.
You look at that Chuck Basher's bench form, he's known as garbage reps. You've heard of Lenny reps? Well, Chuck Basher's to be known as garbage reps.
No, what he does is he goes to little kids' playgrounds and with his chicken head girlfriend, pretending like he's back in the fucking prison yard,
let
lifting
that
up,
pedophile
lifting
on a
up
playground.
boulders like a
Nice.
big fucking tough guy.
They let that pedophile on a playground.
Exactly,
Hold
asswipe.
on. Dale, I'm going to let you go.
Fuck that dildo.
These guys are on the roll. Thanks for calling in, man. Get better. We're in your corner always. And
Keep sucking that Blackstone cock.
Nah, Dale, come back. He's a freak.
You got
Come
it,
back
Dale.
as a freak,
You know
Dale.
you're gonna get it straight from us, Dale. I'm
You'll
sorry,
get
man.
Dale. You don't use his motivation.
They're gonna
That's
start.
right.
They're gonna start drop Blackstone Labs 2018.
Good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Let the unsubbing begin, and then he behaves like a child too, and paying Jason to order 66J fucking Masters.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, of course he did.
Wow.
With a straight
Of course he
face.
fucking did.
bought him a toy
Just like
lightsaber?
he paid Jason $1,000 to fucking order 66 Celeste. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's how a fucking CEO behaves.
Wow.
Eat a fucking dick.
I did not know that.
All right, Dale, we're gonna let you go, man.
All right, man. Always a pleasure talking to you guys.
You too, buddy.
All right, Dale.
Anytime, man. Adam McLeod, I
Thank
appreciate
you.
our talks, buddy.
Yeah, no worries, man. Get better, buddy.
All right, I appreciate
All
it,
right,
guys.
we'll
Thank
be in.
you very much.
We'll be in touch, man. Be good.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
There you go.
I'm sorry, I kind of got on the fuck. I'm so
You're right,
aggravated
Brad.
with all this.
You're
fucking
100%
shit.
right.
And you know what? Fuck.
Because you know why?
Everybody
Because you
can
see
say
through the
everybody
bullshit.
can say whatever the fuck they want. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. I don't give
Yeah.
a shit anymore. They're not paying
You're
my
right on the
fucking
money.
bills. They're not paying my fucking bills. I'm calling a spade, and I'll own everything I
Is
fucking
that a
say.
Freudian slip?
Huh?
Is that a Freudian slip?
What?
Spade.
Nice.
You referring to Chuck Basher?
Oh, a spook, you mean?
Did you see the video of him curling a rock, curling a boulder?
Let me come over
in a-
here.
in a kid's
Lift that
playground?
boulder.
I don't fucking understand how a grown
I wish
man
nobody linked me to that
speaks
video.
like that
because
and
he's-
thinks that they're gonna fucking get ahead in life.
You know who I realized
he
that
will
Somebody
because-
else I can't
because-
watch.
Well, he will because of all the stupid motherfuckers on this
Cookie
planet
cutters.
that watch that garbage.
You know who Callie Muscle reminds? It's a cat.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's Kimbo.
nice.
Callie
worry,
Muscle. Do you remember Mitch Blood Green, the boxer? Remember, he had the Jerry curls. He got into the brawl with Mike Tyson in the street,
Yes.
and he got the big black eye.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
remember
yeah,
the way
yeah,
he?
yeah.
Everyone, go on YouTube and look up Mitch Blood Green.
Yep.
That's who Callie Muscle reminds me of. The way he speaks.
He's a cookie cutter.
Coco Beware is what he looks like from WWE to me.
He uses fake weights. He does garbage reps. And I will speak on him, although I really don't want to give him any attention to this. You know, like I said, the fight challenge is on. That's up to him. But what I would like to do, I saw this girl
Here we go.
in the playground on him. Actually, she's not really my type, but I liked how her black tights looked on her. A little bit sexy. So what I would like to do is on a legitimate GoFundMe, if we could get Callie on a good program of estrogen, get him off the weights for a year, get him on a soy-based diet, shave his, we'll pay to get the surgery to shave down his Adam's apple a bit, and maybe manipulate his vocal cords so he gets a nice sweet voice, and I'm sure the estrogen therapy will take care of that. Let's get him a nice set of breast implants. He's got a big chest, so she can get a nice pair of silicone breast implants in there and ass implants. Get some body fat going, some soft skin. Probably gets his lips and his nose done, those donut lips, get a nice pair of lips. And try to make him the tranny of my dreams. Of course, the problem is
The trinity of his
dick's a little bit too small from what I'm used to out of trannies.
Oh, my
So we can
God.
get him a penile implant as well. Get him a wig, have the makeup artist do him and the nails. And I guarantee you, he can do me and I can do her.
What was
we
that
can
movie?
write, we
wanna
call
have
it
a
a
threesome?
train. How's that, Chuck?
What was that movie with Wesley Snipes and Patrick Too Long Fu?
Oh, yeah, thank you, Tu Wong Fu.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, that's right. Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
Um,
They all dress like
But
women.
I mean, really,
It's
really
exactly.
state-of-the-art transformation.
I'm sure that's just what he wants to
John
do.
Well,
Leguizamo.
yes.
We can get a GoFundMe for that, and I'm gladly.
He'd probably want to ass rape.
And
her.
I
That's
bet you,
fine. I don't
you
know
know
if he'll
what?
wanna
I
do all
bet.
the
I
other
tell you what,
shit.
if you do that, you can do it. We can have I'll do her while you do me, and we'll put it on. And we'll make a videotape of that. How's that sound?
But I thought you don't take the dick, Lenny.
I could do. I do it for him if I make him the
said his is
tranny of my
smaller, so-
dreams, and I think he could do it. That's the game plan. Get off the weights. You can sit around and smoke dope. That increases estrogen.
Nice.
I'm sure you do. Get off the male hormones. Get the progesterone and the estrogen going. Get your nails done and such. We could do something with that face. Maybe get your cheekbones a little bit higher.
What you can really do is we can do a fake setting of a prison cell, and then
Yeah.
do it in there. We can relive his days in
Of course,
prison.
tranny style. I'm all for it. I'll go to prison with him if he's making the tranny of my dreams.
What would you do if you went to jail and he was your cellmate?
It's like
You walk in
vacation.
there and he's like, "Hey, I'm your cellmate."
It's Lenny's-
Come on.
Honest to God,
Yeah.
if it was him, I would, basically have a long talk, but
Make him hold your pocket.
I'd make sure I get into this cell with either you're going to be with a tranny or I'm going to turn you into one.
Nice.
I think my specialty is people ask me, what kind of girl do you want? I think the challenge is taking a guy and turn him into a woman. And I could do that, along with some, modern day surgical procedures. So if anybody can come up with Callie Muscle as a woman, like a computer graphic,
Oh, here we go.
that'd
I'm
be
on
great.
Calling all trolls.
I'm on it.
Calling all trolls.
I got dibs on that one.
With him
Come on.
fucking Lenny and Lenny fucking his chicken head girlfriend.
James D'Alto, that's your
Yeah.
next assignment.
That little skank running her fucking stupid mouth too.
God.
I did not
Go
see that.
go
What is
She
away.
sounds like someone you'd see on like the
camera,
Jerry
you fucking-
Springer show.
She sounds something like I'd have toilet sex with.
Plumpkin.
Do the Cleveland
Plumpkin.
steamer on her.
Probably an ass to mouth one.
Yeah.
No ATMs.
I bet you she'd like to put her mouth on a hemorrhoid like a slab of bacon.
Still,
Wow.
And that should be the stipulation. First of all, if you back down from the challenge, Chuck, that's number one. Number two, that's the stipulation. You could think of one of me too, but I think that's appropriate. It's your liking.
Ooh, he gonna come with them hollow points.
Yeah, he's gonna blast you with
And I'm gonna get a good
turn
speech
you
therapist.
sideways.
You're gonna learn to talk like a lady too. There,
still waiting for the hollow points.
Yeah.
that's the biggest Freudian slip. In other words, he is so insecure that a regular bullet wouldn't hurt me or Johnny Bravo. That he has to use hollow points.
Right.
Like that strikes fear into me. Hollow points.
Like Brett's another pussy with a gun.
That's
Right.
it.
But like I said, if you want a satisfying life, think about what I said. Go the other way.
Nice. He's gonna consider.
But she's
it
got to
so
be.
much.
You got to be a 10. You're already a 10. Turn him into a 10 with a 10. That's got to be worked on too. We've seen the Chuck Basher.
Where did he come from, Callie Muscle? Was he an actual? He did Gay for Pay.
Yes. There's Chuck Basher.
All credibility goes.
He was
Exactly.
an ex-con,
All
ex-football
credibility.
player.
How could you take anybody that's done gay for pay? That I mean, unless they are legitimate, if they stand by and say, "Yeah, I did gay for pay,"
Yeah.
well, fuck you.
And
That's
guess what,
I did.
Chuck? If you turn
Okay.
tranny, you're not gay anymore in my book.
But is there evidence out there that he did it?
Yes.
What's the
It's
evidence?
online.
I mean, people can accuse him of doing anything. What's the evidence?
It's on there. Look it up.
What do I? You look up Chuck Basher on
Yeah.
Pornhub?
I've looked at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leonard showed me.
Did it turn you
before.
on?
No. But like I
But?
said, with the Maniacs GoFundMe to turn Chuck into a woman, that could possibly turn me on. Make a creation, sort of like a Frankenstein or Mrs. Frankenstein.
Maybe,
Like Tootsie, like the movie Tootsie.
Yes.
A little lot better, a lot more
maybe
feminine.
you could find a doctor that'll do a 2-for-1 and get PJ the transformation, so Jay can fuck him too.
That should be a stipulation. That's a good stipulation.
There you
If
go.
you lose, you're
'Cause
turned into a woman.
Jay for a while was very infatuated with him, and now PJ's infatuated with Jay.
The four
so-
of you can go on a double date.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
This is
Well,
getting
like
real
I said,
disgusting.
Maniacs, you guys give it the computers. Let's see some computer imaging of what these guys may look like as a hot tranny, man. Really hot. Do your best and come up with something, please. That's the stipulations.
I'm on it.
You're chomping at the bit, Adam.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm totally gonna work on this one.
Very easy to do.
You got to be a
Says
freak
the
to
guy
help
with
me
the
out there.
flip phone.
Guys, you don't have to
Exactly.
think, guys. You don't have to bust your ass in the gym anymore. You can lay around all day, eat soy, and smoke weed, and take Premarin.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. Get your hair done, your nails done. Get a speech therapist there, Chuck. Learn how to speak like a woman, not an ape.
I agree, and then, see that's one thing with Lenny. I agree with him on that one. Well, I don't know.
How about send him to get a tutor to get some brains in his
Yeah,
head?
he
Yeah, no
definitely needs a
shit.
fucking tutor.
No shit. And can you believe he actually makes money off these morons that fucking buy his shit?
Sucker cookie
Take-
cutter.
take-
Why
guess-
don't you come to an expo? Why don't you come to an expo? What do we want to walk around a fucking
We're going to
expo
come to a
for?
tranny expo, and you're going to be the main attraction. That's what. Yeah,
Expo.
one of those tranny expos that they have. I've seen them online. Down at the flea market in Fort Lauderdale, guys Google it. There's a bunch of trannies walking around on stage at that flea market, and a couple of them I fucked before.
Talk about no holds
Corey
barred.
Williams.
Oh, stop. Don't name names, dude. You can't-
Yes.
Don't say last names.
Yes.
Leonard, we've talked about
That's
that.
sort of a generic.
Also
name.
known as Tatiana.
Oh, my God.
Tatiana.
Been there, done that. And others I've known have been there and done that. Check out that ass.
Better than Lucy's.
Bigger.
Did you meet Lucy yet or no?
Almost did. I was that
She
close.
was here. She was in Fort Lauderdale.
Really?
That close.
He was got an Uber down there.
That close.
And what happened? Just didn't.
Don't have an app. Don't have- Go on.
Oh, that's right. He's got the flip phone.
But I would have crawled on nails. I'd like to see that fish over there, maniacs. I'd like to eat it out of her ass, tell you the truth.
Should we use that as a transition into this? Should we?
Is that a Freudian slip? Transition?
Yeah,
here
I
we
want to
go.
know what that's all about.
What's that? What are you reading?
I think
Something that
Kimba
Dale
wants to
sent me.
eat it.
Let's bring a little levity to this podcast for momentarily. I received a package in the mail. There was no return address on it. And I'm going to read the letter that was enclosed in this package. Hang on a second. A letter to the Misfits. Hello and namaste to you. Me and my brother...
Namaste. Is that
Namaste. How do you...
is that for is that yoga? That's
Yeah,
yoga.
it is,
Yeah. One of this new age mumbo jumbo shit. Me and my brother hail from the land of ice and snow and are avid followers of the Delray Misfits. It is the most sickeningly revolting show on the global network. You guys have provided great entertainment and life tips over the years. It all started for me 3 years ago as I came across a video starring Jason. It confused me, but at the same time intrigued. So I dug deeper and accidentally dug myself into a hole and got hooked. Now I am stuck in that hole, the hole of the Genovaverse, which is okay. It is warm in the hole and provides shelter from the outside world. You guys have left a mark on me, especially Lenny. Big Lenny is an inspiration, a golem, a demigod, maybe even a lost son of Owen, O-O-I-N-N.
Odin.
Odin.
It should be. Well, that's what he's trying to say. Is Odin.
I think he is correct in the spelling.
How's he spelling it? O-I-N-N?
Capital O, lowercase O-I-N-N. Anyway, you guys are the most delusional yet real guys on the internet. Now, enough with the ass kissing. Tell Brad he's too much of a Debbie Downer.
my God.
Here we go. I know he's like the yin to the yang, but too much yin can overpower the yang.
No, it can't. You need the balance.
Tell Jason to see a psychiatrist for reevaluation. Tell Leonard not to kill himself too soon, and tell Jay to give his girlfriend some babies. We felt compelled to bring you these gifts to appease you and pay tribute to the Misfits. Contained in this package is some dried fish, harrowfiskur in Icelandic, an Icelandic specialty packed with protein and nutrients to feed thy gains. Consume it as you wish, but give some to Leonardo, my favorite Ninja Turtle.
Thank you.
He looks like he needs some protein, and I would like to see him eat it on video. Maybe you can do it on Snapchat, Brad.
I sure will.
Also included are some pins for you guys. Had some from when I competed for my national team. So carry on with the good work. Keep being awesome and do not fear death, for I have saved a place in Valhalla for all of you. Much love, the Double D brothers.
Thank you very much.
And
Doesn't get any better than that.
This is said fish.
That is fucking fish.
It's an Icelandic delicacy.
It looks like matzah.
Somebody actually spent the money to send that shit here. And he thinks that we are going to eat that
Did
shit.
you see these?
I will eat
What the fuck
it.
is that?
He sent these too.
Jesus Christ. Leonard the Mona.
Oh, Photoshop pictures? Is that the Mona Lisa?
Yeah. Look.
That's fucking great. Clean your hands before you touch it, you fucking pig.
Jay Master saying, I want you inside me, Brad.
So Lenny, here's your Icelandic fish.
Thank you.
Take it all, big boy.
You see the bottom one?
You might want to take a shitload
I gotta
of
screenshot that. and send it
probiotics
to Jay.
before you eat it.
Hold on. Should I film him eating this shit for this
And if
guy?
you film my death,
You're actually gonna eat that shit,
knowing
Leonard?
Christina will be here in a
Yeah, do you
small
know what?
second.
Do you even know what the fuck that is?
You're going to eat that raw just right now?
Dried fish.
Oh my god, how bad is that steak? Kimbo, you hungry?
Wait. Just, do you have a plate?
It smells like fish food.
Because it is fish, dummy. Ew, what the fuck, man?
You are an animal.
He's fucking eating it.
Not giving a fuck. Who is this from? What's the kid's name?
They didn't say.
Double D.
The Double D brothers from Iceland.
Double D brother from Iceland. There you have it. Leonard's eating your fish. Show me the packaging. What does it say on the package?
Move
No,
your hand.
Move your hand.
Lenny, move your left hand.
I can't believe you're eating that. How do you know that fucker didn't poison that shit?
Because if he does, if he poisons me, Christina will be here to carry me away into eternity. So it's a win-win.
How does it taste?
Delicious.
Does it really?
It's not bad.
It smells like tuna.
Well, if I'm taking you home. It's not gonna be in my car. I can't stand fish. This is fucking great. I got a screenshot. This.
Oh, I just got a whiff of that.
Maybe my cat will like it. We can use my cat as the guinea pig.
Let's see.
If he doesn't die.
Kimbo.
She was stretching out on my book bag.
Yeah, so
Kimbo. You like to smell it?
Oh, it stinks. Put
Yeah,
that away.
it's
I
bad.
just smelt that, man. I hate
You
to
get a
waste-
whiff,
I
and
don't
you
like
open the
fish.
bag, you get a
Here,
whiff.
let me smell it.
It's like a dirty
Try
vagina.
not to.
Yeah, it's bad.
You're right. That does smell like fish food. When I used to have a fish tank, it smells like flaked fish food.
Yes.
It's just great to have good protein that you can carry with you.
Are you gonna cook that in your pan that has the maggots and
I'm
whatnot?
They knew he would eat it. That's why they would send it.
Yeah.
Take it in.
You chew like a cow too. Take the microphone away from your mouth when you chew.
I think the maniacs like to hear the chewing. And hopefully I get that hidden camera, they're going to hear some sucking real soon.
You're gross. What were you telling me that? What's that term that the one tranny's like? The creepers in the bathroom or something? What was that? You were telling me
Bathroom
about
creeps.
bathroom creeps.
They
There's a
told
whole
me
nother.
there's
Yeah, he was telling me this.
Guys
the
that
other night.
like to hang out in the bathroom, pay money, of course, while their clients come over and they jerk off. Call them bathroom creeps. Like, I want to be a bathroom creep for an hour.
And just listen to the tranny get banged in the other
Or
room.
vice versa, what have you.
Sense of voyeurism.
Here, Lenny, hold a piece of that fish out for the cat. Let's
Here,
see if he
Kimbo.
eats it.
Maybe it'll help Kimbo drop dead too. I'm wanting to get rid of
Save me a trip to the vet.
How old is your cat?
All right, we're sounding like
About
Chuck.
13.
that. Why don't you give it to him,
Kimbo,
Leonard?
come here.
Kimbo.
He's a fat fuck. He likes to eat everything. Then he's gonna projectile vomit
let me
in a
have it.
minute. Yeah.
Let's see what he thinks.
Should like it.
No, if the cat rejects it, then
Kimbo. Do it.
Is he eating?
Wait. He's cautiously.
It's just smart.
He's fucking eating it.
Good.
Of course he is. He's a fucking animal.
Wait, I think that's a bone. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
Are there bones in it, Lenny?
Not so far, no.
I used to have cats when I lived in New York and lost a couple of them to feeding them General Chow's chicken or
No shit.
the half chicken with rice and the bones were in them. And
Yeah, because they're probably eating their nephews.
He ate
hey,
it.
do you eat vegetables?
Yes.
What vegetables do you eat?
Every kind of leaf, from arugula, spinach, romaine lettuce, iceberg lettuce. That's mostly my main vegetable.
And
Spinach.
what do you do after you eat a vegetable?
I jerk off.
This is a long question, but I'll read it. This guy B Torres 41 on Instagram. All right, I having a psychology degree. You're gonna be a doctor and you can't even fucking spell.
Fucking spell.
Doesn't know the English.
There's
Okay.
America for you, buddy.
I having a psychology degree. I must ask the question. Me being such a huge fan and avid listener of you guys, I must say the attraction fat fucking Lenny has towards trannies can stem from his lack of attention from his dad, and as a result I'm reading it just as he wrote it. And as a result of he reassures himself with the saying, they're a 10, but in all reality, he's just looking for that bond with a superior male in a dominant role that his dad played. Balls in your court, Lenny. Or I'll say balls on your chin. Thank you guys for what you do.
He gave you the bounce pass for the
That
layup.
is a Freudian slip, and
Lenny, you have more of that fish.
Yeah,
My
your
cat
cat-
wants more.
nah,
He's
yeah.
going.
that's great.
It's like crack.
Leave
That's
it
great.
here. That's not going in my car. I don't want to smell that shit.
How many? Come on, Brad.
I don't like
Look at
fish.
Kimbo. Get the camera on Kimbo.
Put it in this bowl.
Jesus Christ, he's fucking jumping on top of you.
Yeah, because he fucking is getting food fed to him.
There you go. There's your dinner for the week, Kimbo.
It's a thing where, I don't know about that, but it's just a cross-wiring where you see that hot woman and you see something so freaky and bizarre, you don't know what to do. And mostly the times when I do that, to be honest, I'm on a high dosage of testosterone and or Phenibut and or GHB, which has it's been a while.
I'm confused. Where are we at?
Why Lenny's obsessed with what's his reasoning for liking trannies?
Like I said, the first time I did it, even looked at it, I thought I should shoot myself. This was in my 20s. First exposed to it in downtown Pittsburgh. And to me, it's like heroin.
Do you ever go back to Pittsburgh or no?
Yeah, I went a couple years ago. Filmed a little bit. Thanks.
Yeah.
I plan on going back. Maybe this year. Who knows?
I can imagine the shitstorm that's now going on. Well, this isn't live, but by tomorrow, what's going to go on with Dale and Blackstone Labs?
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll wait and see. Nobody's trying to persuade him to do
Right.
anything he doesn't want to do. We're just giving our opinion, and that was my fucking opinion. If that was me, I'd say go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it public and do a whole
Go a different
bullshit thing.
direction. Yeah.
Just part ways and say, you know what, and people would understand. They'll know the writing's on the wall. They know what happened, and if. Dale looks like a complete chump if he sits there and sticks up for the guy and says, "Oh, he's okay. Everything's okay." Like, come on, dude.
I told
Come
Dale
on.
this on the phone yesterday. I 100% believe that Dale will come out the other side of this, mentally and physically, way better than he did when he went in. Because coming this close to death changes you forever. I know that from personal stuff that's happened to me since I was a kid. Dale will come out the other side of this with a whole other aspect on life.
Well, you would think, you would hope so. At least he's already said he's given up the fast cars and shit.
Yeah. All that shit goes out the window when you see what you are so close to losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you have young kids, that's a game changer.
Oh,
For sure.
For sure. Because I almost lost my legs when I was 12. I in New York City, I was crushed between a car and a van. My main artery was cut.
You're a pedestrian?
No, I was outside in my front, right in front of my house.
Jeez.
And it was my dad came home, and he was a construction worker, and came home. He asked me to clean out the van. Start cleaning out the van, and I stepped out, and it was one of those. There's a house, there's a driveway in between, and I was looking in the van. Neighbor came home, instead of putting his foot on the brake, put it on the gas. My legs went underneath.
Oh, wow.
See? I don't know if you
Let me see.
Oh! Shark attack.
Oh, man, that's
Why do you think my leg is so swollen this way?
holy shit.
Wonder why your cows were so big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Lenny's like, you're a freak. And I'm like, no, it's issues.
It's one leg. God damn, dude.
Lucky to be alive.
It looked like you got attacked by a shark.
Yeah, exactly what it looks like.
God damn.
They had to on my left leg. They had to. The muscle was completely ripped out, so they had to take the muscle from my calf, and they call it a muscle flap, and they flipped it up to give me muscle there.
Do you remember this? Were you conscious?
I was
during
conscious the whole. I wasn't like Dale.
this? Was the pain like unreal?
Yeah. And
Oh,
it's-
12, yeah, man, that's scary.
I was
shit,
12. I remember them picking me up off the floor. I remember them putting me on the car.
Did you look down?
I was on my side, and I touched my leg, and I brought up whatever was there, like muscle and whatever, and I saw it. And,
Poor kid.
Jesus Christ.
ICU for 30 days, and then I was in and out of pediatrics for like... But, here's in hindsight, I don't regret anything. Because it changed me and made me a better person today. I never take anything for
So it
granted.
basically took you out of the world of sports and skateboarding.
No, I still play football.
What?
Yeah, I still played. Not high school or college. I still played every day on the street. Tackle, two-hand touch. Shout out
Jeez.
South Ozone Park, Queens.
Wow.
I never let it be a crutch for me. And that's the thing. People use these things as a fucking crutch.
Jason.
You will
questions?
never see me use it as a crutch.
Not to name any names, but it's one of them Delray Misfits.
Jason?
I'm not going to name any names. But
You just did 2 seconds ago, you dumb shit.
Well, I did.
Well, he said it right before that.
Yeah, that's my whole mentality. Because I know what Dale's going through. Like, I know because I spent so much time in the hospital.
Yeah, that's awful, man.
And you know, and here's
your father must have some issues too. I mean, why did he tell you to go out and?
well, that's a long story. Me and my father parted ways a long time ago, and it wasn't because of that. He's just an asshole. But you know, when I was young, they blamed the neighbor, and he instead of putting his foot on the brake, he put on the gas. Yeah, it was his fault, right? But the hatred, they were like, you have to hate him, whatever. As a kid, like I was like, yeah, I gotta hate this guy. And I regretted it years later because he died of like stage 4 cancer, like later on. And they were like, yes. And I was like,
And it was an honest accident.
And it was an honest accident. They said he might have been drunk, but they never did a breathalyzer. It's the facts. They don't know.
There's no place for hate.
There isn't. I mean, there's a balance of it, like yin and yang, but
I could see the guys, three guys and a hammer. That's a stretch as far as hate. I mean, there's nothing really alike about those two.
and I'm open about it. Anybody can ask me about
Subhumans.
like my scars. I go to the beach with my son. Oh, what happened? I'll tell them. They think it's a shark attack.
Yeah.
And then what happened was
Get in the water. It's
Yeah.
like me.
Don't be an asshole. Get in the
They're not
water.
going to kill you. They just rip your leg out.
And then my right leg.
You can't even tell. You walk fine.
Yeah, you can't tell. That's the thing.
that's
Like you
good.
would never tell because I had amazing orthopedic doctors.
That's good.
In my right leg, I caught something called lymphedema, which is a bacterial infection. And what happens is you're because
Blow
of
up.
my right artery was cut in my right leg, the lymph nodes were destroyed, so they can't process the fluid correctly.
Like I had, blown up legs and their skin rips.
Yeah, well, I mean that's when it gets really bad.
That's what the doctor told me I might, because I have that gout in my feet. That's not really fucking gout, because my feet will swell, and
Oh,
I can't
yeah?
even get my shoes on some days.
Oh, right.
The
Oh,
doctor's
yeah.
like, oh, it's gout.
Yeah, like,
dude, it ain't
there's
fucking
days
gout, 'cause
where,
it's
like-
all because
yeah.
gout's in your joints in the.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I learned a lot as a kid. Like I grew up very fast. Like I was forced to.
Yeah.
But I don't regret anything. Like looking back at it now.
Well, how could you regret it? It's not anything you caused.
No, not having a negative, like using it as a crutch, or I wanted to go back to school.
Reiterate earlier, you mentioned something about when I prayed, maybe an off-color comment. Do you think there's an afterlife?
No, I don't believe in any of that
Why not?
because there's no proof to it. I'm when it comes down to science,
Is there any
I'm
proof
science.
that you can't?
I can't.
Science is
I
always
don't know. That's
evolving
what
and
I preach.
changing.
I preach. I don't know. Until I'm dead, I don't know.
It's more agnostic.
The onus shouldn't be on the non-believer to prove that it doesn't exist. If you're going to claim that there's an afterlife, okay.
Show us
Show us
shut
some
up.
proof.
When I hear about babies being born, even kittens being born, to me that's enough proof
What?
of a creator.
No, that's
To
a
see
that's
the
a male. That's a
phenomenon.
male fucking a female and impregnating
It's
a
all
female.
science.
So does
But
every
the whole
does every
process,
living thing have
all
an afterlife?
science.
I'm not necessarily
The thing
saying
is,
that.
none of us know. None of us. Nobody knows. Nobody's
But
come back from the
simple-
dead and said,
Simple babies
with
being
proof.
born of animals, that's a proof of a creator that we don't have the intellectual capacity to figure out on our own, and science never will. Ever. That's you'll see that when you're dead.
There's a difference between believing and knowing, right? When you believe that there's a Christ or whatever, that's your belief.
Right.
When you know, you're a fucking schizophrenic. When you know
Yeah,
that you're talking to somebody, scientifically, you are a schizophrenic.
That's
I'm
true,
s-
scientifically. But when I see Christina, when I get that feeling I get the first time I saw her, and when she's taken me and changed my attitude towards others, I know that's a guardian angel.
I
know.
It's funny because all these people will be like, "Oh, they're in a better place," and if it's a better place, why are you trying to extend your life?
Right.
Why do you take medicines to get better?
Right.
Why wouldn't you want to just die?
Die right
if
now.
if you know where you're going is better, why?
And here's
Because deep down they don't believe their own bullshit.
Exactly.
And here's
They're
the
just
thing.
You don't
saying
want to
it
do
to
it
make
on
themselves
purpose
feel
because
better.
that's suicide.
It's not about being on purpose.
That's suicide.
No, it's not on purpose because okay, back in time there was not medicine to keep you alive as long. People didn't live till their fucking 90s 100 years ago.
And here's the thing: on top of what happened to me, that whole white tunnel and everything, I saw that. Did I come back and say I saw Jesus or whatever? I could have been hallucinating from the blood not in my brain.
You saw a white tunnel.
Correct.
I saw a tunnel and a woman I've never ever seen before in my life.
Probably Christina Broccolini. She wouldn't surprise me.
So she's both your guardian angels.
She could be everyone's.
Will you get rid of this shit?
Well,
It's starting
you know
to bother
what?
me.
Is that a Freudian slip?
I'll clean it up.
Can you
guys
Is that a
talk.
Freudian slip?
I can't look at all this fucking garbage in front of me. I'm gonna have to smoke now.
Smoke it up, Brad.
So that's your God, Brad, that
No, it's not like that. I don't have a god.
sucking the glass dick.
All religion has done is
devil's
made
lettuce.
more fucking
Yeah.
issues. Are we still live?
I agree.
Oh.
I
Do what we
agree.
want. We don't have any kind of fucking format. Who gives a shit?
I agree with you.
Here, Lenny, just put all your garbage in this bag. Anything that's garbage right now.
How about Brad's crack
Religion
pipe?
is a big fucking scam.
It's all money, dude.
I agree.
I don't
I'm with
smoke
you on
crack.
that.
All money. How fucking dare they put out panhandlers in churches asking for money? Take that shit.
I agree.
When are they going to make the churches pay fucking taxes?
Taxes, exactly.
I agree.
It's a business, just like any other.
When did Jesus ever stick his hand out? Never.
Dude.
The ultimate non-cookie cutter.
I went to Catholic school from first grade
So did I.
From first grade to third grade. I learned on Mass Wednesdays. I knew, like, just from their rules of, you know, you can ask questions, right? But then you can ask questions. Oh, you're allowed to wear hats inside church. But my question was, well, if God's everywhere, you know, why is everybody allowed to wear, you know, hats outside? And I learned right away that, like, it's frowned upon. Oh, you can't ask that. And I had legitimate questions as a kid, like, you know.
Yeah, my kids are raised Catholic because their mothers are Catholic.
Okay.
Okay. My son said to me, he had to have been fucking shit. He might have been 5 years old, 6 years old. He's like, if God is Jesus' dad, who's God's dad?
Exactly.
I'm like, great fucking question.
Yeah.
Ask the priest.
Yeah. And they can't answer it.
Right.
Or they won't answer
Who
it.
created God?
God was always there.
Okay.
You're not.
we go.
You're
That's
not
it. That's
built.
it. I don't want to hear any more
You're
about it.
not built
I don't
to
wanna fucking hear
understand
any more
that,
about
Brad.
it. I'm not built to understand.
You're not made to
Well,
understand
how are we
that.
allowed to understand it?
I'm on the corner
You're
selling
not
doubt.
ability-
For
you
anybody
don't
that
have the
wants to
ability
know.
like a computer not to understand
give a
that
fuck.
yet.
It's all
That will be
fucking-
revealed to you.
Fairy tales for adults, Lenny.
That will be revealed.
I want to
you,
meet
Brad.
Zombie Jesus.
Listen.
I want to meet Zombie Jesus. Because that's all he is. If he came back from the dead, he's a zombie.
I used to have a coworker. I'm not going to mention his name. He was a member of a church in Boynton Beach, and as a member of that church, all members of the church he attended, they were all obliged to give 10% of every one of their
I know that,
paychecks to their
Fuck
pastor.
outta here.
So, even if they're living below the poverty line, or they're struggling just to make their mortgage payment or their car payments, while their fucking pastor has 4 Mercedes Benzes and lives in
incredible.
a $500,000
Tax-free.
house,
Absolutely.
that's what religion's about. Money. It's a
all
business.
it's about.
Look at Scientology.
Why do you think all these people like Al
fucking-
Sharpton and Jesse Jackson go and get the Reverend thing? Reverend Al Sharpton, because then they become tax exempt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, if let's say you can get it in the mail. Did you know that? You can go online and you can get the little certificate and you can make yourself Reverend Leonard Person. And guess what? You don't have to pay taxes.
And you
Let's
can be
fucking
reverend
let's
of
do
the
it.
church.
Let's all do it.
You can be a reverend of the Church of Satan, and you don't have to pay taxes. That's a legitimate religion too.
Like Reverend Run from Run DMC. Why do you think he did it?
Yeah.
Because he's religious? No. He doesn't have to pay fucking taxes. Plain and simple.
But getting back to you, Mr. McLeod, Zombie Jesus
McLeod.
suffered and died for you.
No, he did not. How do
Why
I
not
even
for a
know? Some asshole wrote those books for all I know.
Oh, really?
How do you know? Were you there?
And that
Yes.
book has been changed over
How,
time.
none of us were there.
That's historical fact.
And what they wrote it in was completely
you
different
there?
language that had to be translated by come on.
Were you there when the Germans crossed the Polish border? No, that's fact.
That's history.
Were you there?
That's history.
And more recent.
Were you there?
They don't have actual pictures, or actual people that were there that can talk about it right now. So it doesn't fucking mean anything to me.
Well,
again, why is the onus of proof on the non-believer? The onus of proof should be on the believer.
Yeah, show us.
Right. That's like
exactly.
The story I always use, and I've told Brad this. What if I were to tell you that right now, sitting right next to me, is a little pink unicorn, right? And this little pink unicorn guides me, gets me through the day. He speaks to me, I speak to him. You guys can't see him, but I'm telling you for a fact, he's right there next to me.
You probably spray paint Kimbo and put a little unicorn thing on his head.
Prove
a
me
little
wrong.
horn.
All three of you, prove me wrong. There's a pink unicorn sitting right here next to me. Tell me I'm wrong. Or tell me I'm insane. Which is it?
Right.
This is different.
I'm
It's not different.
This
It's
is
no
far
different.
different.
It's not
It's the
different.
exact same
it's not
thing.
different. That's what you're missing, Leonard.
And that's what's actually fucking wrong
You
with
know
the world.
it too. You know it too.
Blessed are those
Here we go.
who believe and have not seen.
You're not that stupid.
Blessed are yes,
I
you're
know.
right.
I know Lenny is smart, and I know that for a fact because I've been watching you for years. You cannot believe in thinking that there's actual afterlife. Like, you actually know that it's there.
Absolutely.
How?
Absolutely. Your soul doesn't die. It's an eternal.
Well, I'll find out when I die.
Well,
and if I can come back and tell you guys, I'll come back and tell you.
You will. And all I can say is I've seen the other side. And Christina brought me there, and it's a wonderful place.
And like I said, when I had my accident as a kid and I saw that white tunnel and all that stuff.
You saw a white tunnel.
I saw all of that. The first thing I came back when I woke up out of all the shit that was going on, the first thing I said is, "What the fuck did I just see?"
You saw what many people have anecdotally said as
and
fact. They see a white tunnel.
I searched out answers.
That's the chemicals that are getting released.
Exactly.
When I got hit by a car, I didn't see a white tunnel. Why? I wasn't close to death. The chemicals, but I think it's the chemicals you've been smoking, Brad.
Can I have some?
I thought it was the drugs they had me
Speaking
in the
of,
hospital.
yeah, that too. Exactly.
Could have been that too. I have no idea.
Well, I got a news for you, druggies. The highest opiate high doesn't compare to being eternal paradise for your soul.
If that's what you want to believe, Leonard, that's great.
That's what I know.
See, that it goes back to believing
know.
and knowing. If you
Right.
believe it,
It's what
keep
I
it to
know.
yourself. You stay in your house. You believe in your unicorn. You believe in whatever. Keep it to. But as soon as you start knowing and it gets out, and you're a reverend and you have positions of power,
And
that's
there's-
what's fucking
and because
wrong.
there's so many weak-minded
That's
sheep.
Exactly.
That'll
Mr.
follow-
McLeod. That's what separates men from animals. Animals really don't believe. That's why they'll go out and... If Kimbo could, he was hungry enough, Andrew, he'd jump and chew you up just like that fish. That's what separates men. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people on this earth that are animals. However, that's what makes us unique. The beauty of knowing there's an afterlife. And you have said there's a white tunnel. That rear area is what thousands have seen that are close to death. They see a white tunnel. Why is that? You can't explain
It's
it.
their brain shutting off.
But it's not really a
I was
medical...
dead for 2 minutes. That's what it was. I was
But
dead.
you admitted you saw a white tunnel.
I did, but instead of coming
And you were
back
drawn
and
towards
falling
it.
into fucking
And
Jesus'
you saw
hands,
a woman. You saw a woman. Or what
who
you thought
I've
to
never
be a
ever seen
woman.
before in my life. I don't even know who. And I explained this person to
What
my
did she
family.
look like?
Tall, white, blonde hair.
Blonde.
And I explained this to my family, and they all
She
looked at me
you
like,
sure she didn't look Italian with brown hair?
maybe,
Maybe.
maybe she was in disguise.
But maniacs,
She was in disguise.
what you don't know yet is that's just a testament to what I've said. If it's all there is, guess what? It sucks.
Well, hey, it does. Some for some people's lives, this one life does fucking stink.
And to be honest, if I knew 100% for a fact this is all there was, believe me.
So do you believe
Life
in
is
psychics and mediums?
In a certain way, yes. Absolutely.
Another way of
People
scamming
can
people.
see the future, but it has to come from within. For me, that's...
So why do they never get the lotto numbers?
Because that's petty. That's materialism.
That's the first thing I would do if I could see the future.
Oh, stop it, Mr. Adam. What is a lotto going to do for you? You read about people that the trouble it caused. The pursuit of money alone usually leads to unhappiness. It's not the destination in life, it's the journey. What's all these rich people do when they're dead? Well, what
Same thing that we're gonna do. Be dead.
No.
It's Lenny brings up a good point. There was a documentary on Discovery Channel that I think it was 7 out of 10 people that win the lotto kill themselves.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. The
7
extent
out of
of
10?
that.
7 out of
7
10.
out of 10?
If
Well,
you
then why
want-
the hell do you win all the lottery there? I'm going to Baker Act you, Adam.
Baker Act
All I'm saying
2018.
is keep an open mind. Stay away from the religion. I do. Religion is where it gets crisscrossed. Do I believe in a devil, an evil source? Yes, I do. Absolutely. I've seen it. I've seen her. And I've actually heard of her, yes. Satan.
Or Santa.
And its many forms. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Satan can come in the form of anything and anybody. Sometimes the nicest people are Satan. Absolutely.
I've known some girls who are fucking Satan.
Or inner demons.
Yeah, no shit.
Right?
Pure evil.
Not at first. Then the mask comes off after 2 or 3 months.
I think that's Satan's tool right there, what Brad has. And this glass dick he's about to put his mouth on.
That glass dick has touched my mouth too.
I'm waiting for Lenny's. Is that a Freudian slip right there?
You're catching on. No, actually, a Freudian slip has to be something that you didn't mean to say but came out anyway.
There's been some debate on what is or isn't a Freudian slip. I think some people believe you overused the term.
Possibly, but what comes out, not intended to, but does anyway in many very various forms. Although I don't agree. I think Sigmund Freud was deep down an evil man. He's a very evil man. He's like
your questions
his little cookie cutter.
Stupid religion conversation.
Right,
Yeah,
stupid religion. You're right. It is stupid.
Are there any good questions on Instagram?
Brad, you're going to get nailed for this. And so are you.
Why? For what?
I can.
You're
going to
get nailed
I've
by
never,
the maniacs.
I've never hid the way I feel about that.
You're
shit.
going to get nailed
People
for this.
well know how I feel about religion.
And I do too, religion. But don't say there's not a creator, because there is. Don't say
I
there's
didn't
not
say
an
that.
afterlife.
I said I don't know. None of us know. None of us.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in one. What he's saying.
What are you saying, Adam?
I don't know.
Okay, fine.
I don't have proof.
It'll
I
be
don't know.
revealed to you. Trust me.
And when it does, if I could come back and share
I'm not
my
saying
knowledge,
you're going to be punished. I'm saying it will be revealed to you.
I hope.
I'm not one to judge, and I'm not one to say you deserve punishment.
Why doesn't Lenny become a personal trainer? He's popular, knowledgeable, and loves the gym. You ever thought about
It's
it?
a thought. It's a thought, but I am. I'm reaching out free of charge. I'm dispensing information on these podcasts and Misfit videos free of charge.
Aren't you supposed to be fucking training Jason already? Or that just like is bullshit?
I am.
What? Since when?
Soon. We're going to start working out. He's going to bring the drone over in the patio. And I hope it doesn't cut into my jugular.
That's who Jason's gonna verse.
Well,
It's the drone.
he's got to get permission from his new fucking manager.
When are you all going to disassociate from Jason? You all know he's an embarrassment to be around.
Because he's one of you guys.
Yeah, we're used to him. We know his
Jason-
antics. This is just another This is Johnny Fitness 2.0. It's just
I'll never
they're gonna film stupid videos. He's gonna get Jason to do stupid shit. He's
Ja-
gonna hey,
Go ahead. No, go
No,
ahead. I was
he's
saying, Jason goes through phases where he branches out and starts sort of meeting up with different people, or some random creep contacts Jason, or Jason contacts some random creep, kind of like what's happening right now with this Rob guy.
Easy,
and
Brad.
He'll branch out for a little bit, and then he'll come back to us, when he feels like it. When he bleeds the new person.
So Jason has a new sponsor, or
a new manager that he was telling us. It was a little over a week ago. He's like, oh, he wants to do more clothing and this and that. And we're like, fine,
Yeah.
if that's perfect. Our perfect. You know what? That's better for us because we don't really want to deal with his shit. It doesn't sell anymore, and all he does is fucking badger us about
10
this
times
that
a day.
this sale that sale. It's like
I
Jason,
give you guys credit for
Your
your
that
shit's
more than
not
anything
selling.
else.
We started the whole thing for him, and he doesn't appreciate dick.
Oh yeah, the
He
first
doesn't
time I
appreciate
met
dick.
Jason, he tried to extort me out of $75. I have it on video. The first time I met him ever.
We, you know,
I'm not going to mention any names, but someone who Brad and I both know, trust, and consider a friend told both of us that Jason called this person a couple of days ago and told this person, Brad and Andrew don't love me because they don't give me any money. That's a direct quote.
which is total bullshit.
I mean, we might not film it every time we've ever taken him out for a bite to eat or taken care of him or had his back with something like that, or we've compensated him for the T-shirts that he sold.
Yeah, we don't have to film it when we give him money,
Exactly.
just to be so everybody thinks we're nice guys.
You don't have to put it on camera to show that you have intent.
Lenny will tell you I've never stiffed Lenny once for the shirts. Whenever we make money, I take care of Lenny.
Andrew and Brad have been very generous.
Just with Jason too, but Jason won't
If
say
I need
that
something,
because
I could
Jason
get
wants
that
pity.
confidence.
No, he wants pity, so people think
And I
he's
was
getting
told that
ripped
by
off.
Andrew. If I ever need anything, I go to him in confidence. But
100%. You know that, Lenny.
I do.
Good.
The same thing I could say for Brad.
Yeah, and Jason too.
And Jay Masters has been very generous for me with
But
his
we don't need to
weights.
say it on camera. What
his
we're saying now on
rides.
the
Well,
podcast, but
it's a legitimate statement.
It's
Everybody
between us.
knows that you guys take care of Jason.
Mike P
more
is
probably
very
than
generous
anybody
as well.
else.
well, we do.
Mark is Mark is generous too. Everybody is. So's Richard.
Adam,
He's giving me books, literature.
we do, but up until a point.
All right.
Like, if Jason comes to us because he's trying to get gas money when he's got money in his pocket,
Right.
we're not going to just start paying for everything for him.
Yeah,
but
you're just enabling it.
Correct.
We've done is always we pay for what the shirts cost, whatever the profits we split. Because me and Andrew do all the fucking work. He doesn't have to do anything, and that was the agreement. So when we made money, he gets half of it.
Correct.
This last batch, we didn't make dick because nobody wants to buy his shit.
Yeah.
So what we did is we made a little bit, so we split it with him. Gave him the rest of the shit and said, "Here, this can help start your clothing."
But
That's fair.
But he'll
It's a
go
business
around.
move, yeah.
But he'll go around telling everybody we're not giving him any.
So
of
all the
money.
shit I gave him, what did we give him? 20 shirts, 5 hats. So if he do the math, if he sells all the shirts for 20 each, and then the hats for 25, how much money? That's all for him.
Yeah.
That's his.
They,
Give a fuck.
You guys are selling it off the new Delray Misfits website?
Not his anymore.
So then is he
He
selling
wa-
his
he
own
wanted-
stuff on his own?
Yeah, he's gonna do it with this guy. He said this manager's gonna help him. He's like,
my
I want to make hoodies. I want to make, and we're like, listen, we can only handle shirts right now, and sometimes hats, because it's a lot of fucking work, and we have
It is a lot.
full time, actually overtime paying jobs that we have to. That's our obligation.
Not only that, but he doesn't really fully grasp
How much work it is.
for the guys at the T-shirt shop. They're close friends of
Yeah,
Brad's.
MMP. Yeah.
Yeah, and the work that goes into
Oh, yeah.
changing the screen and all
it's
that
a
shit.
lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, he wanted to pre-sale. I'm not pre-selling your shirts because what if one of his shirts sells?
Exactly.
They got to set up that machine for one
Oh, they gotta
motherfucking
put
shirt.
all that work.
They're
It's not
not gonna do
happening.
it.
That's why we didn't do it.
It's common
with this.
logistics.
They're not going to
It's
do
not-
it.
We
they're not
knew
gonna
his
do
shit
it.
wasn't
should
going
they?
to sell because people were messaging us. Get him off the site. He's an ungrateful fuck. These people that never have met him know exactly how he is because he has exposed himself.
Oh yeah.
And he continues to fucking do
True
it.
colors come out.
And he never listens to our. We try to give him good advice on how to control himself and not scare away all his fans, but he won't fucking listen.
I was on the phone with him about 4 days ago, and he was telling me about this Big Rob Fitness, Johnny Fitness 2.0 guy. And
Looks like his long lost father.
He's gonna get me to meet The Rock. I'm gonna collab with The Rock. I said, how do you know he really knows The Rock? He knows The Rock, bro. You don't understand. He's got lots of connections. It's legitimate. I said, have you ever seen one single picture of him with The Rock?
It's like that statement. If there's
No.
it's not a picture, it never happened.
No, he says to me. I said, so how can you sit here and definitively say
Right.
that? And you can't penetrate. The wall goes up,
just there.
and he just gives said stranger the complete benefit of every doubt and just completely disregards us trying to look out for him. It's like it's the fucking bizarro world.
It's crazy how he falls for this shit constantly.
And
Man.
it's so hard to explain to anybody who hasn't dealt with him on a regular basis when it almost makes you feel like you're the one who's fucking insane
Because you don't understand what he's doing or how he's acting.
Exactly. Wait a minute, maybe this guy isn't really a troll. Maybe he really does know The Rock, and you have to kind of like slap yourself in the face and remind yourself you're the normal, insane
Does
one.
Jason understand how much work goes into a website and production?
No, he has no clue.
hoodies
No
and,
fucking clue.
And then,
how much it costs?
Exactly. And then he's gonna go with this guy and fucking do this on his own.
That's why I want him to. I want him to see how it really is.
And then he's gonna
that
come
guy's
with his
gonna
tail between his fucking legs.
Yeah, because that guy's gonna realize that Jason.
That's what happens
Can't do
every
anything.
time.
It happens every.
Yeah.
I've watched for
every single
years.
time. We just sit back and we wait, and then we'll hear it. You guys were right.
You guys are right. Fucking asshole. He tried to use me. He tried to use me for my social media.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well,
That'll happen
when-
within the next 2 months, guaranteed.
Sooner than that.
When Jason called me, I was still living in Coconut Creek. He wanted me to sponsor him, right, for New Universal Order. And I said, absolutely fucking not, because of the baggage that comes with Jason Genova. Then, when I told him I was moving to Tampa, all right, I'll let you go, bro, because he knew that he wasn't going to get anything out of me.
And goodbye.
And he cut me off.
Yeah. There you have it. Why are you laughing?
Absolutely fucking not.
I'll say it again. Absolutely fucking not. I know that baggage. Listen, I'm married. I got a kid. I got a job like anybody else. This is all fun to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And
you gotta, it is. It's fun for us too.
And when
It's
I'm gonna pick up
entertainment.
somebody,
but
I gotta take
it
care
gets
of.
to a point too, though, where it gets fucking annoying, and then it does interfere with your regular life because you're constantly getting messaged, and it's irritating.
Brad and I have sort of become like the default people go to for answers to anything going on with this shit.
Yeah.
Because we know everything that's going on.
And you guys see right through the bullshit too.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Jason steers right for the
we
fucking
can
bullshit.
spot it a mile away. We did with Johnny Fitness. This guy.
What happened to Johnny
The
Fitness?
guy, this guy, somebody messaged me his video. This new guy, he's dressed up like superheroes, and he was like serious with himself. I
What,
thought
Johnny
it was,
Fitness?
No.
This guy.
the new
the
guy.
Oh.
You didn't hear about Johnny Fitness, did you?
Now I know who he
Have
was.
you heard about the lonesome loser?
Nice.
He lost his first contest in man's physique.
To a tranny.
Yes, he's a loser, but he still keeps on trying.
Oh boy.
Dale texts me, I can't believe I've been saying your last name wrong this whole time. Well,
Yeah, but I mean, the guy was seriously running around his house in different superhero outfits, and this is who Jason wants to fucking.
wow.
Like, what are you doing?
I read-
Then he's telling Jay Masters, Jay sent me that. You must apologize. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are
He's
you,
got a lot
man?
of balls.
Yeah, what is?
Oh, this guy made a video saying
Yeah.
to Jay to apologize?
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm
dude.
telling you.
Either he's a huge troll or he's fucking serious.
Oh,
And
I'm
if he's
telling you,
serious,
he's serious. I'm telling
then
you.
he needs to be locked up in a fucking
Give me a fucking
mental.
break.
I'm usually
in a
good
fucking funny farm.
After all these years in this shit, I'm pretty good at being able to spot who's
Oh,
a
yeah.
troll and who
Yeah,
isn't.
we
I
can
can't
see
figure
that
this
shit.
one out yet.
Give it time.
Yeah,
Let it soak and marinate
Yeah.
a little bit.
Just elaborate troll or someone who's genuinely clueless and oblivious to what Jason's all about and how he's
All the
just,
negative shit he's gonna
He's
get.
getting worked over like a punching bag. and doesn't
Again,
even
the
fucking
baggage
know
this
it.
guy's
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
get.
He's
exactly.
getting-
Fucking baggage
He's getting
this guy's gonna
worked.
get dumped on his
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
horse.
Jason's gonna take him through the fucking ringer and try to take every cent he can fucking
The first
get.
time, like I said, the first time I met Jason, he tried to extort
You
me.
know how
we
he
did,
works,
we
man?
did the video
Yeah.
of all the stuff we were doing with him, and then I said to him, "I'll take you out to breakfast sometime." Wrong fucking move right there.
Oh, that's it.
For weeks. When are you gonna take me?
We've said this shit to his face many times, and he'll fucking giggle about it because he knows what the fuck he's doing.
He like Nate's even
The whole
said. He
when he
knows
got that
he
trip
knows
to
the difference
California,
between right and wrong.
I got him to give me to fly me to California, bro, and make him spend so much money. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna.
When you're allowed to get behind the wheel of a car, you better know the
remember
difference
that
between
shit?
right and wrong. I see a lot of them. People I work with going in their cars and
What's
saying
that?
they're retarded.
Well,
Get
no,
away
Lenny
with
just
murder.
says that you get behind the wheel of a car, you better know the difference between right and wrong, and he does.
Of course. Of course.
Using things as a crutch.
It's all right, Jason. We'll be here when you want to come running back to us. We're not going anywhere.
I'm still not sponsoring you, Jason.
Yeah, but see, this is the shit we're used to for fucking 10 years now, so it's nothing really new to us. It's just irritating that he will not fucking learn, and neither will the people that troll him.
What's going on with Johnny Bravo? Because I talked to him. I got in contact with him recently, and isn't he going through some spat with Chuck Basher and all that?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know
Over the whole report.
Is that what it's about?
Yeah, about
I don't
the
really know what that's all about.
I don't know Cali Muscle's involvement in any of that.
Yeah.
shit.
Something about he's calling.
I can't really speak. I don't know. I don't even know. Johnny never. Johnny doesn't tell us about that.
Johnny's got a nice '67 Shelby.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, pictures of that shit. That shit is nice.
He would have had a nice documentary if we come through with that.
We still might do that.
I hope we do.
Johnny and I, we've been in touch about it.
I hope we do.
If Johnny ever wants to come back here and do that,
Yeah, I told him you were the most disappointed at anybody.
the right way. We're going to do it the right way this time.
As a fan, I was.
It's not about
too.
money. Again, money ruined that.
Exactly.
Once you involve money, it starts to get.
Plus,
I don't
somebody
let down the maniacs. I let them down before with the house. I'm going to mop it eventually. It's going to look nice. I'm going to present that eventually once I get squared away.
Once you
priority
get
is your
squared
priority.
Squared away with what?
60 pounds of muscle on this carcass.
Then you'll have the energy to mop.
No, I'll have this guts knowing the size is there. Now it's time to mop.
Just call us up. We'll help you do it. I'll help you.
I know, but I need to do it.
I'll
I
help you
need to
clean
do it
that place.
myself.
You can.
Only thing I need help with is meeting the goddess.
You can have Calvin Klein. They come in and help you.
Never heard of her.
This will help clean it. I'll just light that fucker on fire and we'll.
I can imagine how much
Burn,
get the
fire,
baby, burn.
Get
fire
the shit that
hazards
you
in
want.
there.
Make sure your
The
neighbors are.
Methandrust standalone.
Make sure your neighbors are out or away
Yeah.
for, you know.
My guy lives in front of me, never leaves. He smokes out in the back patio, never leaves the house.
Hey, well, when I went there the other day, he was the one that brought your packages and put them on the
Really?
washing machine. Yeah.
Those were heavy, good. I
Yeah, he
hope
walked
he
them
got a
up. When I pull
hernia.
up, he's like, I brought those packages for Lenny.
You
It's
know
like
what?
that.
More than anything, what I'm disappointed in is not seeing Big Lenny in the Royal Rumble last night.
And I'm sure many
How the
maniacs
fuck
agree
do you
with that.
watch wrestling?
I mean, to me, it was like a thing as a kid.
I'm
like,
honest,
it-
I can't watch.
I
that
don't
shit.
watch WWE as much anymore because it's PG. I can't, right? I watch more of the independent scene, where it's more rated R and stuff. I like that.
Meaning what? They curse?
They do things that WWE used to do.
But the thing is, I don't have to come out and be obscene. I could be PC and use the gimmicks, use the eyes. Wrestling is
you're already out.
90%
You're already
face.
out there, man.
Use the size, call people out in the right kind of way. I could have done it, and they would have put asses in seats. But they're turning that down. Like I said, me and the Hulkster would come back. The guys that are not PC, bring them back in. We'll be a tag team. He knows who I am. We bring the house down.
I stopped watching that shit when I was like 12.
Misfits come to the ring with the Hulkster.
The
and
greatest
kids.
years were the 80s and the early 90s.
Yeah, that's when
That's
my
when I
dad used to
started,
take
yeah.
us to.
Actually, the New World Order, and
That's
where
where
you
I
got the
started
thing
my
was
company off of. Was that?
That's
We
a
go
good.
down to,
That's a good move.
Miami and watch.
Goldberg
actually,
was
when
great.
I went just for a goof when I lived in Vegas. I think I was. Maybe I was 19. We went to a WCW event at the MGM Grand. Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, all of them.
The greatest
Big
times.
Papa Pump.
Oh, I love Big Papa.
That whole group, that era.
So you're on a
right
Monday Nitro, basically.
Yeah.
We should call the.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a Monday night
Wow.
fucking
I'll have to
thing.
look for you in the audience. I got
It
a
was
whole
the
bunch
Monday
of
Night
people.
Wars between WWE and WCW.
Yeah, it was all those fucking
Yeah,
guys.
that was the greatest ever. That in the 80s. After that, just.
We should call the Iron Sheik again. Who
Yeah.
has his number? Mike Tits?
The Iron Sheik is so fucked
Is
up.
he gonna get mad at me for
physically.
saying that? Lenny just made a face like I fucked up.
Oh,
He's 250 and growing. He's looking pretty.
Is he?
9'5".
Look,
he started saying the number.
Yeah, it's all right.
No, that's Mike.
Hey, Mike can come and break our
Yeah,
balls
Mike,
too.
get your ass back on
He sat here for 3 hours and put up with our bullshit. He gets
We'll
it.
get Mike back when he's 270. He's growing like a weed.
What does he weigh now?
250.
What do you want to get back up to?
About 360. And I will, real quick.
Yeah, good. And you'll fucking drop dead too with all that shit you're pumping in your body. You got to be careful. I don't know if your heart can take all that shit right away.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
So have you thought about what you want to ask Dave Palumbo tomorrow? Are you going to ask him
Oh, you guys
anything?
got a big trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's going to ask me. He's, obviously the Maniacs came through again. They came through 3 times, Maniacs. I want to thank you. You got me the Johnny Bravo documentary. Thank you, Maniacs. The WWE New World Order. Thanks to New World Order and the Maniacs. They want to see me. Dave Palumbo keeps an open forum. Who do you want to see? Which bodybuilder? Big Lenny. again, the Maniacs. So, thanks, Maniacs. You guys get things done.
They love you.
And hopefully the War of Armageddon, where we take on all the cookie cutters of the world,
Oh,
we can
Jesus
call
Christ.
on legions of maniacs to unite.
There we go.
To get rid of them communist cookie cutters once and for all.
Starting a cult. This is the beginning.
You could be a cult leader. You know that?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yes.
hell
I'm not
yeah.
even fucking
And you know what
joking.
makes me sick to my stomach? This thing they call, I hate to even give him the dignity, called a Jay-Z, criticizing them. You illiterate piece of garbage. What's your history? You shot your brother, stabbed your manager, and then you sold drugs.
all
And
true.
you're sitting there talking about a guy that's protecting our ass and get rid of the shitholes inhabitants of this country. How dare you, you piece of talentless garbage. You're worth $850. Look how goddamn ugly you are. Illiterate. What do you offer society? I'd like to know.
Here's what he offers: H to the Izzo, B to the Izzy.
What in
Very
that?
talented.
Yes, that is absolutely.
Is this what
H
happened
to
at
the
the
Izzo.
That says it all. The
B to
cookie
the
cutters
Izzy.
flock to that.
Hove.
And that thing is
Hova.
brought up as an example of morality.
Vanilla Ice is a
That
better
was
rapper
great.
than Jay-Z.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Anything is.
I
He said, my turds have more societal value than he does.
in all seriousness, I'll never understand how the fuck Jay-Z made it in the hip hop game.
I understand it.
He's
Cookie cutters with no.
garbage. He's a garbage lyricist.
And that other
Garbage.
thing, 50 Cent.
Oh.
You ever see the look on that freak? What does he offer? Another one, close to a billionaire, being in movie roles. He is the most ugliest son of a bitch I've seen in some time.
I ran into him in the West, in Busybody West. He was working out there one night.
Working out. What was he doing? Some kind of pussy move?
It was when it
Tell me exactly what that thing was doing.
He was doing a back workout with a bodyguard with him the whole time.
And what kind of weight was on that bar? What kind of
Not a lot,
movement?
Not a lot. He's pretty big though.
He
was in good shape. I don't know about now. I haven't seen the guy, but
There's more movies and stuff.
it was late. I went there fucking. It was
Is this
like
what
8 or
happened
9
at the
o'clock
Grand-
at night.
is
was
this
he
what-
yelling and
I
screaming,
think it
lifting
was
big weight off the floor?
It was like
no.
02 or 03.
No, he wasn't.
Somewhere around
Is
there.
this what's going back to what happened at the Grammys or some shit?
Yeah, what
I missed
happened?
it. I have
so
no
I don't know
idea.
what you guys are talking about with Jay-Z. What?
Because I know Donald
Well, he
Trump
got into
tweeted something.
he got into a Twitter war with Donald Trump
Right.
before the Grammys.
Oh, did he?
I wouldn't call it a Twitter war, but they were jabbing at each other. And
Well, Trump is right. Black
What
unemployment
was
is
it?
its lowest it's been since they
Correct.
recorded the statistics.
correct.
It's double under Mr. Obama.
So what was the beef? What was said?
He's not doing enough for blacks.
Jay-Z mentioned something about what Trump was doing recently.
Brought the unemployment rate down to record low numbers for blacks. What the hell do you want?
So passionate.
Yeah.
When under Obama, they're all collecting a free check. What in the hell is that? What is that ugliest fucking freak I've ever seen? God, is he a piece of shit? I'd like to get my hands on him and knock some sense into him and run through those so-called. What do you need a bodyguard for, you coward? I make fucking I'm riding my bicycle, Ron. I was put a hit on me with hollow points by some West Coast you-know-what. You don't see me with a bodyguard. Fucking coward. Look at that nose and them lips on it. And these cookie cutters make him a billionaire?
Yeah.
I hope you people suffer.
You got a pretty
Anybody
life out of
that
it too.
supported him in any way, shape, or form?
Was one of his lyrics, what's better than one billionaire too?
Beyonce. Bet you like her, Leonard.
I've been with things better than her with big dicks.
Oh my god.
She'd put me to sleep.
Fucking cockhold.
Oh man.
What a creep. What a cookie cutter.
So I'm guessing you're not a fan of hip-hop music, Lenny.
That's cookie cutter to the core.
What music do you listen to?
Hey, believe me, when we were ninth
Don't worry.
grade,
He sings
you know
us a
what was
song
in our
when he out.
locker
Oh, does
room?
he?
Some good music.
We're going to go night-night?
Like Run DMC, the king of rock. That'll get you hyped up for a football game. That's real music. Then it turned cookie cutter.
Yeah, I can't listen to any of the garbage. I
No,
can't.
no.
I agree with I
It's
can't.
all
I can't.
band the same look, the crack babies with the tattoos, looking like freaks. The same shit
I
year
s- I
after
saw,
year.
Yeah, I saw some of the beginning of the Grammys, or I don't know when we turned it on.
I don't know what
But,
any of those
I looked-
assholes are.
We watched that Bruno Mars and that Cardi B. It sounded like they were doing the Tune 2 in Living Color.
They were. That's their whole thing. I saw that.
Like an 80s type.
They're
Yeah.
kind of mocking
All right,
and living
I'm
color.
done with this right after I said, we don't need to watch this shit
She
anymore.
is fucking annoying. I can't
Yeah, I
even
don't-
listen to her. Another
I'm like,
one.
I know
Who
what
is she? And
She was
what
a
is her
stripper.
claim to fame?
She was a stripper. And then she became a rapper. And then everybody loved her because she made some stupid fucking beat and made some nice lyrics. And just like any of the other assholes. Then they start listening to
the
it. and
phenomenon never ceases to amaze me how ridiculous it is.
it's the stupidity of America. Because even my younger brother listens to this and I get in the car and I'm like, turn that shit off.
Does T-Shit tell him, do you have a brain? Say, you really related to me? I think about what you're doing, how it's going
I
to come
love
back
my
and
brother,
haunt you.
but that's how turn that shit off, man.
When your brother walks into a club, guess what they say to him? You're a fucking white wigger nerd. You're a jackass. Tell him that.
You hear that, Kyle?
Kyle, you get up in his faces and say, get that fucking Jungle Buddy music the fuck out of here. Like I did. Me and Andrew Calora went down to a club on Federal Highway near the old Aphrodite's, and they're playing some kind of crap like that, and there was a line of 50 of them standing in buying tickets, and I said out loud, I'm getting the hell out of there. This fucking sucks, this music. And I didn't hear one peep from those porch monkeys. And Andrew Calora verified that.
This
Club
is why I
ovation.
came. More than anything, that's why I came.
Kyle, that's how you get respect. Say this shit sucks.
That's what I say when I walk
Then when
in the
they call you a racist, go up and stick your head up a black girl's ass. Say, would a racist do that?
You heard it, Kyle.
And I'll be checking up on you, Cal.
Cal? His name is
If you want to
Kyle.
be, if you pussies want to look like that, go suck some black man's dick and lick their balls in prison. If you want to fund them.
Kyle, stop listening.
If you
to
want to
the
give them
music
money,
ASAP.
at least wipe your ass with it first. That Jay-Z piece of human filth. If I ever come within a hair's breadth of you, I'll rip your jugular vein right out of your fucking... do society a favor. Show them what a gutless coward you are.
Jesus Christ.
What in God's name is that doing, making almost $1 billion a year?
Yeah, I don't get. I totally agree with you, Lenny. I have
Stupidity
of the
no
world.
idea. It's
Cookie
just-
cutters, that's
it
why.
Makes, I listen to it. It gives me a fucking migraine.
Any white man that listens to it, go suck a black man's nasty, smelly dick and eat his dick cheese. Because that's what you're doing in my book.
Was that like a good 5-minute rant right there?
Oh, Leonard.
I think I'm going to puke.
yeah, fucking. I think I want to puke.
And then to talk like him and think like him and abandon your life, devote yourself to that.
Yeah.
God.
When I used to manage IT here in Boca, and I would do interviews, and some of these guys would walk in, and I'd tell them, turn around, go right the back fuck out.
Why?
Because they looked with the fucking pants hanging, flip-flops. You show up for an interview looking like that, get the fuck out of here. You go walk right back out.
Great. I love it.
It's called professional. You show up for a job, suit and tie.
Just do me a favor. Next time you say, when you tell them to get out, say, by the way, what the hell would possess you to dress like that? I really want to know. Do you know?
Lenny, did I ever tell you the story when I worked at the Sunday House restaurant in Delray, and this old Haitian lady came in and put a voodoo curse on me?
For what?
Is
Did
that
I
Weekend
ever
at
tell you the
Bernie's?
story?
Nah, fucking voodoo my
Yeah.
ass.
Is it Weekend at Bernie's?
I was the
bullshit.
maitre d'. I had just moved down to Florida, and it was my first job in the hospitality industry. And the Sunday House over on Swinton, I was the head maitre d' there. And it was a busy lunch shift. We had like a 45-minute wait for tables. There were a whole bunch of people standing around. And this old, grimy-looking Haitian lady walked in, just dressed. She looked like she was a hobo. And she comes right up to me. I'm looking for a job. I said, okay. I gave her a job application. I said, fill this out, and when you're done filling it out, give it back to me. So she's gone for maybe 2 minutes. She gives it back to me. Like 80% of the information isn't even filled out. You can barely read it. It's barely legible. And I'm thinking as soon as she walks out, this is just going to end up in the trash. But I was trying to be nice, and I said, okay, thank you. We'll process it with the rest of our applications. No, I need a job now. I'm not leaving. I'm like, ma'am, there's a procedure here. I'm going to put this in the stash with the rest of our applications. If something comes up and we need you, we'll let you know. No, I'm not leaving. I need job. I need job right now.
What the fuck?
And at that point I said, okay, now I have to ask you to leave the restaurant. I'm trying to run the front here and you're distracting me from my job. And I started raising my voice. And the head of security was this gigantic Haitian motherfucker named Rosie. He used to play football, college football. And he stood right behind me with his arms folded, just kind of, saying, lady, get the fuck out. So she looked at him, she looked at me, and her eyes rolled back, and all you saw were the eye whites.
She did the Undertaker move?
Yeah.
Like Kevin Sullivan used to do.
And she started chanting, some shit in Creole, singing for about 30 seconds, and then shot me a look and walked out.
And he ran away, right?
No, Rosie started laughing his ass off. I go, what the fuck is so funny? He goes, man, she just put a voodoo curse on you.
That's funny. You
Bunch
fuck.
of nonsense.
20 years later, I'm still standing, so I guess
Is it a curse for you to die?
I guess it didn't work. I don't know. I don't know what specific curse it was, but
That's just what our president talks about, letting people in from shitholes that aren't acclimated.
Right back to that.
That's a perfect
One
example
thing in
of
her
it.
favor, the typical American porch monkey would hold you up for money. At least she wants to work. She won't leave to work instead of putting a gun at you saying, I'm not going to leave until you give me money. I'll
point
shoot you.
being that if she dressed nicely,
Yes.
acted a little more
Yeah,
appropriately,
professional.
I definitely would have gone more out of my way for her. But when you walk in looking like a slob,
Yeah. I've turned more people
You know?
away when I would do interviews.
Well, you're not, but I'm sure in the past a lot of bleeding heart white pussy libs would hire her on the spot because of that. The guilt-ridden white cowards that think they owe black people something because they're brainwashed with that shit probably hired her on the spot and had to fire her saying how ridiculous of a worker she was. I'm sure that's where she got that idea from. The bleeding hearts, and we've seen them too.
Yeah.
Bringing them clothes in for them. I've seen it at work. Giving them stuff for free.
Think they're entitled
Giving them
to
money.
fucking-
Sending stuff to Haiti. Like, what was that on the Haitian earthquake? You dial this number or go online and they got $3 million or something like that. What, $3 billion?
Yeah.
Billion with a B? They were sent to that shithole for what?
And then they only built like 3 houses.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they only built like 3 houses. All that fucking money,
the
there's
government-
3
their
houses.
government-
$3 billion.
Their government just kept it.
Oh yeah, they
well, that's the
pocket it.
problem. The corrupt
Coke
government.
and whores.
Right.
But the
It doesn't
problem
go to
originally
people.
is the white guild-written cookie cutters.
Bleeding
Gutless
hearts.
vegetarian liberals.
That's the progressives. The progressive left.
Rear their children on broccoli and wonder where they go to school and get their ass kicked on a daily basis and slap Whitey Day, don't do anything about it, and spread your legs for them, the young girls. Or the parents that, oh, he can come over the house, I was like, my father, you never let one of those Brillo pad hair in his house. He goes, I'm going to knock the shit out of you. I want that Brillo pad in my house.
All right, Leonard. Jesus Christ.
Good stuff.
Of course, maybe that's psychologically why I like that Brillo pad pussy.
You enjoying this as much in person?
Exactly. That's exactly it.
Forbidden fruit.
Because your father wouldn't let you indulge in it when you were younger.
No, and there's more to it than that we'll get to later.
You can save it for Dave Palumbo tomorrow.
Yes.
That's what
I'm sure that's what he wants to talk
Yeah,
about.
you got it.
2
Well,
hours out?
Maniacs, it's going to be an epic event. We're going to have all the guys come up, and if there's anything you want me to ask Dave, let me know. But one thing Dave made us very clearly, he's going to take 15 inches off of my waist. What's he going to do, cut my intestines out?
We need to also speak to Jay about helping promote Jay Masters for the 50 and over bench press world record.
Yes.
We need to get on that too.
Raw record. And
Yeah, I
talked
loved
about that.
how all the quote unquote maniacs rejected that stupid Order 66.
Oh,
It doesn't hold any power. That's why.
Order 66s cannot be bought.
Yeah,
Order
exactly.
66s have to come
Wait,
because
they have to be organic.
exactly they have to be organic, as Captain Kickstarter used to tell us when he was here in Florida. It's got to be organic. can't buy an Order 66.
That's the cookie cutter buzzword.
When you say something like out preparing your enemy, which I believe were the words spoken by, isn't that what PJ said? You out preparing your enemy? No, it's giving Jason money. It's all it boils down to.
252 fucking comments.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, like 90% of them are
shit we've already answered.
Exactly.
That's what ends up happening.
Again, I just want to thank you guys for inviting me. Man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for the clothing. Thank you for the exposure.
Man.
Adam, you could take it as you will. I believe in prayer as well, and I pray for your eternal soul.
Well, thank you.
And I hope to join you in eternity. I know I will.
Thank you,
my
Lenny.
God.
And it will be revealed to you whether you believe it or not because of my prayer.
Anything else happened this week we need to talk about?
XFL?
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. I think it's going to work this time.
You really do?
People are
You don't
sick
think
of the...
he's just trying to
No,
He's
I think
unload some money?
I think they're sick of the garbage.
He's got to spend money. He makes so much fucking
They're
money. You got to
sick
spend it.
of the kneelers. They're sick of the dreadlocks. They're sick of the tattoos. Sick of the rap music, and they want to see some football.
I agree with Lenny on a lot of that.
And good luck.
I do.
We don't need luck. James Harrison, get a couple sacks for me, would you? We're looking forward to having you on the podcast in the off season. James Harrison, that's a personal invite from Big Lenny. I know you come to Orlando to train. We'll meet you, whatever. Andrew's going to get in touch with you. But that's a guy we want on the podcast, one of my all-time favorites. James Harrison, who also happens to be,
He'll never come on this.
Not after what you said about Martin Luther
me?
King. He's not coming on.
Oh, yes, he
Please.
will. Yes, he will. He's that kind of guy. He don't give a fuck.
Well, I agree with Lenny. Politics and religion should be kept out of fucking any sport.
Everything.
Well, yeah, on top of that, everything.
I don't know. You're sounding too PC for me, Adam.
No,
Nothing
it's
should
everywhere.
be
my
off
job,
limits.
At my job, guys I work with are Star Wars fans, and one of the guys wrote Sith Life on a piece of cardboard and put it up on top where the exit is, on top of stairs. One of the black girls came in and took it down. That's devil shit. That's devil shit. What are you talking
So you're devil shit.
It's a fucking movie.
You're out there
It's a joke.
spreading your
I mean,
legs
it's
from
dark.
all
That's
those
devil
guys
shit. I took
getting
that
off
shit down.
welfare. Your
Okay.
kids are selling drugs in jail. Your daughter's getting illicit pregnancy. You're eating junk food. That's devil shit. Don't tell me what devil shit is. I know you're kind. Spreading your legs from any man that winks at you. That's devil shit. With all the fathers and all those babies, that's devil shit. You're out there drinking and getting what's mine. That's devil shit. You selfish slob. All fat, all with an attitude. How many times have you seen that? Every part of the country, some fat black you-know-what, running her mouth and people say she's a fighter. Yeah, until you get a police baton up your fat ass. We'll see how much you fight. Take a fucking fire hydrant and a German Shepherd to your ass. You didn't look like too much fighters to me back then. Getting knocked over by those high-powered fire hydrants.
Oh, my God.
I say, we get a shirt. Open up the hydrants. Black Lives Matter.
Open up there. They really had
Bring
shirts,
out the
really?
German Shepherds. We're going to make them.
Wow.
Should walk around with a
Asking
big
for
fire
trouble if
hydrant.
you have that.
Well, they're asking for trouble. They've got it.
Open the hydrant.
From the maniacs. We're going to open the hydrants
Fire
on
hoses,
them.
but yeah, same shit.
Yeah,
Put them down a sewer where they belong.
Jesus Christ.
They're asking for trouble if they have shirts.
I told you he was all goosed up today.
Brad warned me earlier. He's like,
I'm glad I showed up.
yeah, man.
Glad you did too. Thank you for the shorts.
Just like that, it ends. He goes like
And I know you saw Christine at the end of that white tunnel. As do I.
Maybe she was in disguise.
No, that's
I don't know.
That's Christina.
Do you have notes?
Yeah, I wrote a few things down.
that all went out the window, right? Well, some of it did.
Did we touch on all of the ment shit we needed to talk about? Did we? Yeah, we talked about Jason and Jay.
Andrew Kalora's on the way. A couple months, he'll be down here live. He's another guy that's been very generous to me.
What
in
the
more
hell
ways
is he
than
waiting
one.
for to come down here? Why doesn't he just come down here already?
Well, I guess he has a lot of stray cats to feed.
Stop
You
it.
being serious?
He does. Unlike Chuck the cat
What the
abuser.
fuck?
You want to drop you off in Somalia,
Is
Chuck.
everybody we know fucked up?
Let's do a GoFundMe to
I'm starting to
kidnap
think so.
Chuck the schmuck with one kidney and drop him off in Somalia. See how he likes that. Dropping your cats off in the woods. We're going to drop you off.
Get off that shit already. You've already
what is that
said
about?
that the last
Yeah, I don't
three
like it.
fucking
I keep
times.
thinking about it, and I don't like it. How cute, cuddly cat like Kimbo gonna drop your ass
Well,
off.
hey, Andrew's been talking about dropping Kimbo off.
I don't have
You
the
can drop
heart.
him off in my place anytime.
He'll run right back to my place if I do that.
Then he's gonna
He'll
lure him in
find
with
his
that
way
fish.
back. Trust me.
Yeah, that's all. Just get him enough of that fish, and you're good.
What is this about cats and?
Apparently, that Chuck the schmuck guy dropped his cats off in the woods.
It was one. It was his. I think his girlfriend's cat.
What the hell kind of shit is that? Can't take care of a cat, you cheapskate. You wimp.
Can't afford Fancy Feast.
Right.
A domestic cat, a cat that's been domesticated.
What's that shit he
stands
takes?
no chance.
Tongkat Ali. You can't afford your Tongkat Ali supplement that you say so great.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't think I ever tried that. No, I didn't. Did you try it?
He did-
No, it
was
sucks.
Deer antler? Wasn't that what it was?
Something like that. Tomcat Alley, I think it was called.
Yeah.
You're a guinea pig with all that shit too. You.
Not that kind of bullshit, that worthless shit. You ever hear a cat's claw, Chuck? I'm going to make you swallow real cat's claws. You ever do that again? I like cats and all animals. And I like all human beings, too, including porch monkeys.
That's mighty white of you, Lenny.
Well, thank you.
Anytime.
Actually, none of us are really any color. We're all human beings.
I agree with Lenny on that. We are all human beings at the end of
Right.
the day.
The cookie cutters like to classify people into groups.
When you
I
do
don't.
those DNA tests online and they come back with your 30% this, 20% that, and it's like you're a human being at the end of the day.
By the way, anyone who does that is a fucking idiot. Why would you ever give somebody your DNA? Who is the fucking moron who sends out their DNA to some company? You don't know what the fuck they're doing with it.
You know that becomes public information.
Damn
too.
right it does. Anyone who does that is a fucking moron.
At 23
What, who gives a shit if you're 10% this or 11%?
How do they really,
who gives
really
a fucking
know?
shit?
How the fuck do they know?
Exactly.
difference does
How
it make?
accurate can that possibly fucking
They
be?
run it. They take your DNA and they run it against other people's DNA, and that's how they get that whatever order of where you came from.
Yeah,
It's
probably-
not-
I
Who
think the
gives
way
a fuck
what you do is
anyway?
you spit into like something and then you send it to them.
yeah. Oh, it's a mouth swab.
They probably say Chuck Basher's from Norway. Shows how accurate that shit is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how accurate. Like you guys, I don't know how accurate, but it's like they take your information, match it against other people that have done the same stupid shit. And then, you're 20% fucking Lithuanian, or in this and that. And
How
it's
is
like,
that going to change or affect your
affect
life in
Oh,
any way whatsoever?
I know where I came from.
Who gives a fuck?
How accurate? Yeah, I don't know. It's a scam.
I
That's
get
all.
emails.
Yeah, I bet you they're making fucking tons of money.
I get emails all the time. Dude,
And-
23andMe, the 23 chromosomes to know where, like,
And how much does it cost?
it's like $200.
Get the fuck
you
out of
serious?
here.
It is.
Per
Look it up.
person?
For one person.
I wonder how much it costs to perform the test. Assuming,
I
how do you
gotta
even
look.
know they're
What is
really
this,
doing
the
it?
Ancestry.com?
No. This is 23andMe. I looked it up.
I thought you
That
were
does-
talking about that.
Ancestry is the same thing, but they kind of I think they go more in detail. Like they do your family tree.
you know
and
what?
you have to provide more information about your family, and it all becomes public knowledge.
They probably have like 12 little kids sitting at
Oh,
a
yeah.
table. Okay, Johnny, where is this one from?
Oh, yeah.
If you want them to be from Albania, raise your hand. You don't even know that what they're doing is real.
Come back and says you're from fucking China.
Guess who started doing that? The Nazis. Wanted to find out every drop of blood, every lineage you had. And they passed certain rules. If you had a certain amount in you, had no rights. None. You had to be pure German.
That's what
You basically was basically a guest.
Oh, I'm sorry. They have a special. It's $169.
Holy shit.
To fork over your DNA to some company performing a so-called test that you don't even know is accurate, it could literally
Be
just
bullshit.
complete
And
bullshit.
people wonder why they're broke.
For $169.
Yeah.
For $169, you get ancestry reports.
Money on
Going
stupid
to a
shit.
Jay-Z concert too, getting broke. Some sucker white families working 2 jobs. We want to make sure our kids get to go to all the rap concerts. We're going to get another job while our kids are doing drugs and smoking dope and eating junk food and stealing behind our back. And our parents are not even sleeping. There's parents that actually do that as we speak, or out working another job just so they can be good parents and let them go to a Jay-Z concert. It's true.
You're right. You're
Sick.
a fucking 100%
You are.
right.
Yeah, I agree
You're
with you. Yeah.
It's fucking. You're 100% right, man.
You should have a poster of that filth on your wall in every home with kids. That is what you don't want to be. That is the devil incarnate that's ruining this country and ruining. Let's go get high and rap music
Well,
and
wait, no.
pre-produce.
He's not ruining it. It's the morons who are trying to emulate
Exactly.
it. He's
He's putting the message out of cars, money, fornication, drugs, video games.
It's great.
He's so talented, the media puts him up.
H to the is O, V to the is A.
And there's white cookie cutter fathers my age that probably sing that with their kids. I can't take it. Oh, shit.
Oh my God, Lenny, what are you
I'm
doing?
going to puke. Sing that song again, please.
Not if you're going to throw up. Lenny just
There's
stood
white
up.
fathers that sing that.
I know.
Oh, I'm cramping up too. I didn't.
Lenny
Oh,
just.
fuck, it's cramping.
Scared me for a second. I thought he was gonna really
Look at
puke.
his old man knees.
Lenny just popped up out of his seat. Like he's got ants in his pants.
No, he's so
He
disturbed.
did the Undertaker.
Because
rose
he's
up.
what
Yeah.
you're saying is true, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
It's disgusting you.
And they're putting their
No money away for
an
college.
early
nothing
grave,
else.
not sleeping and going through that type of garbage so they can provide that shit from their kids because they're a good parent. And their kids
Sit
go
down, will you please?
start doing heroin and just slap them in the back. How disgusting. When can a father say, put the fucking belt to their kid's ass immediately? I don't give a fuck who social service are coming over your damn dead body. They come over your house like that, gun them down. You heard it from Big Lenny. Oh my God. There's no such thing. Child abuse, spousal abuse.
Oh, wait.
Nice.
What did that thing just say?
Listen.
Try to figure it out.
How?
H to the is O, V to the is A.
What does that mean anyway? I'm stupid. I don't know what the fuck that means. What does that mean?
You like that, Chuck Basher? Is that what you listen to in your car? That's Chuck Basher for you, incarnate. Probably listen to that in your cell. That was big when he was in his cell. And that was a big thing behind their cell
It's his
singing that.
nickname. They call him Hova.
What does it stand for?
I have no.
What?
I would have to Google. I forgot.
That's enough of that shit.
I thought there's.
You like that, don't you, Chuck? You and your girl listen to it, don't you? Well, get in the ring with me. The challenge is on. Let's see you sing that after I give you a few roundhouse rights.
They said you're too fat to get your arm around.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll find out, Belle.
The girlfriend said you can't even lift your arm up or some bullshit.
I'll stick my whole fist up her ass and lift her up and curl her like that. Could you imagine with my fist impaled in her rectum? While Chuck the tranny is banging me from behind. And he can sing that song when he's banging me. How's that? I may like it then when you're turned into the tranny of my dreams, courtesy of the maniacs.
Lenny's still standing, by the way.
You sick
I hope
fuck.
I tear my hamstrings. I'm going to tear your hamstring when we do that fight. Of course, you're not going to live for you anyway, sweetie. You're going to turn real feminine. You're going to stay away from them weights there.
You know, it's funny. Johnny Bravo wanted me to talk to him about this, and it's like, there you go, you have it.
See,
It's like
things happen for a reason. I'll be putting baby oil on your skin there, Chuck. Softening it up, getting you real feminine. The tranny of your dreams. I can't wait. Are I going to get your eyes nice and slanted? Some permanent makeup? lip reduction, a nose, and a cheek implants. We're going to cut some of those muscles out of your neck, give you a nice feminine neck,
Nice
too.
long hair extensions.
Yes.
Nice.
Humongous breasts and nice big ass. And I'm going to give you a colonic, too, so you're nice and clean.
He doesn't have any of that fried chicken in him?
It's going to be eating fried soy for the estrogen content.
Collard greens.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't believe the stupidity you just played for me, Andrew. The absolute beyond belief.
And actually, it's worse now because of assholes that want to follow him make worse
cookie cutters that
now.
follow that. You're going to follow that? I'd rather follow
mindless
Kimbo and turn into a
entertainment.
human version of a cat.
I'd rather watch a Jason video.
Exactly. This guy's worth $1 billion? What is wrong with this country?
Yeah, wow.
He's criticizing the president? This piece of human filth. How dare you?
The president gets criticized by everyone.
By cookie cutters.
No, please.
Get in there and do his job there, cookie cutters.
No, thank you.
Let Kim Jong-un
Nobody
build up his military,
Nobody wants
Obama.
that job. Why do you think anybody can do it?
I
Nobody
do. I'll
wants
take
one.
it. I'll take the challenge. I'd love to take the challenge.
Lenny for POTUS 2020.
Very simple. You're on government welfare. Joe Arpaio, Sheriff Arpaio, I don't care if he's 100 years old, he's going to run that program. You're going to be living in my tent city. You're going to be fed boneless, skinless chicken breasts and broccoli, and your only carb is going to be sweet potato. The only thing you slug down that gullet of yours is going to be spring water. How's that?
Who are you talking?
You're going to get sterilized, too. There's no one that's illegitimate pumping out babies out of wedlock. That's going to stop real quick.
Lenny is still standing.
And if I have to go to forced abortion, I will. Believe me. There's a certain point when enough is enough.
Coat hanger Lenny.
Well, sterilization is the option. That's what you're going to get. You want government welfare? Guess what? You're sterilized. They wouldn't allow the fucking felons to vote, people on welfare to vote. Remember the big uproar there was a few years ago? Welfare recipients had to be drug tested. They said it was racist. Can you imagine?
Unreal.
Could you imagine?
I know, that's total.
They want to be able to smoke dope and smoke crack and get a fucking government check on our dime? That'll stop real quick.
That's in your government. What else? What else would you do?
Absolutely.
What else would President Leonard do?
Martial
Remember, I'm your running mate.
martial
Oh, yeah,
law.
for sure, man.
You
Martial
gotta see
law.
this picture somebody sent.
You know
me.
what?
It's fucking funny.
Let me see.
We're going to go to the right because you're good people. You deserve it. That's what you get for shitting on me, shitting on my maniac, shitting on the Misfits, and everybody
Nice.
else.
I like that a lot. That's great.
That's a picture of me from the 06 Southern States at my
see that?
best.
Look, it's a political running poster.
That was when I was at my best at 36,
That's great.
before I tore the bicep.
I'd post it, but the
Stuff like that I
The
love.
swastika is too far.
What's wrong
Oh
with
yeah.
There's
Well,
a swastika there? Let me see.
On my face.
on his face.
like Charles Manson?
Yeah, I can't post.
Yeah.
it.
No,
Instagram.
Post it.
Instagram.
Come
take
on,
it
Brad.
down.
Instagram would
They'll
delete
take
it
it
right
Holy
now.
shit! Post it.
No, I
Look at
can't.
that with a
They
bit.
take
He
it-
actually looks
they
like
take it
Hitler,
down.
Yeah,
doesn't he? Why don't they give you a Charlie Chaplin
got the
mustache?
same hair.
Yeah, with the swastika. Please do it.
Instagram has become way too PG. They take down everything.
Yeah. We did that live video we did when I dropped you at work.
Yeah.
We were at your house. Yeah, we went to your house and then I dropped you at work. They deleted that live. I don't know what
Really?
the fuck you said.
Getting back to things that they allow. If you were to put a picture,
He started bad mouthing
if you
Martin
were to
Luther
put a picture of
King
the
and
of President
I think that's
Trump
why.
with a swastika on it,
The-
would they delete that?
Wussification of America. That's what that's about. You're not allowed to
But
say.
would they delete if
Oh,
somebody
listen.
put a
Yes, that
swastika
would
on
get
our
taken
president?
down.
Would they
Yes.
delete it?
Oh yeah, for sure. I put up
Trump-
videos of UFC and they get taken down.
If they put down a derogatory photo of Trump, they probably leave it. Right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I know
Yes.
what you mean.
They probably would allow that.
Goofy memes and shit. I don't know. I don't know
That
what you,
they like
I'm going to see a maniac put up a picture of Jay-Z's face with feces all over it. Please do.
I want to see how long it takes Jay-Z for someone somehow, some way to send him a link to this podcast.
Well, I hope that coward's looking at it right now because Big
and we'll be
Lenny's
deleted.
breathing down your throat.
And the whole thing will get fucking
You
deleted.
can get your hollow points and you and other freak do
But
what you want.
It won't
But
be
you know
deleted
what?
before somebody copies it.
You're too
That's the
ugly
good
to
thing
turn
about
into
our
a
show.
tranny there, Jay-Z. You're too goddamn ugly to be a
Does
tranny.
iTunes ever like try to take any of the stuff
No.
out? No.
Fucking
No.
freak.
Interesting.
I don't, to be perfectly honest, I don't even know what their
Criteria.
criteria or policy is.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of guts? Who the hell needs a bodyguard? I heard Jerry Falwell said he didn't need a bodyguard. You know who Jerry Falwell was?
Televangelist.
Yes, it's dead. He said he never needed a bodyguard.
He was in.
And he called out anybody.
He was a big
Says,
subject.
guess what?
He was a
I
big
never-
subject in that movie,
Jerry's-
People vs. Larry Flint.
He says,
Right.
I never needed a fucking bodyguard.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, Larry Flint's a real piece of shit. Actually, I kind of like he's funny. But hey,
Did
you
let's
see
see
that
how
movie?
stand-
Yeah, will you
Still
please sit
standing.
down?
I
You're
heard
making-
those
you're making him
KKK
nervous.
guys put
Oh,
some lead
I'm
in
loving
his
it.
ass.
I'm just
Let
wondering
us-
why he's still staying. Maybe he's still got the cramp.
He's
I don't
holding
know.
court.
They put some lead in his ass.
Now,
Mr. Porno, Larry Flint, getting everyone addicted to porn.
This is why this shit should always be filmed.
Porn addict. I'm glad they shot your ass up. Deserved it.
Yeah, you guys gotta get this stuff.
Your magazine turned me into what I was. He's a sneak in Oakmont, Pennsylvania, at convenience stores and rip off the plastic.
You like Hustler?
Very, very perverted.
Are there still dirty magazines?
I don't
Very
know.
little.
Like I don't.
I always,
Not in Barnes and Noble.
I always preferred Penthouse because it showed penetration. Playboy's too.
It's yeah.
Yeah, there's magazines called Gaylord and Mandate,
Nah, I'll pass.
Ramrod.
Yeah, you used to go into convenience stores and you'd see all the nudie
In
men.
New
See
York,
Chuck
go to the
Basher
bodega,
with his
man.
2-inch penis. For all to see on the internet. You proud of that, Chuck? Well, you're getting a makeover, pal, whether you like it or not.
Oh boy,
The maniacs want to see it.
he's so fucking delusional. It's great. He probably won't say another word about us.
No, 'cause he's looking forward to it. Just think, Chuck, no lifting.
Maybe we will run into him at an expo one day.
An expo.
Don't waste your time going to those things.
An
Nah,
expo.
what- for what?
Bullshit.
To
You
walk
and your
around?
fake
I'm not gonna buy
weights.
any of this shit
Just
that's
giving
there.
into the attention whores.
And
That's
your
what they want.
garbage
People to
reps.
Walk up to, hey man, Cody, you're so fucking
that has
inspirational.
got to be the most bizarre subculture I've ever experienced. When I went to I talked about this in a previous podcast, but the 2014 Diana Cadu that I filmed with you,
Yeah.
that was a pretty big show. There was a pretty big expo we filmed with Lenny. It was just, I can't explain it. It was just such a fucking bizarre subculture. Like, here I am, this skinny guy with a camera walking around.
How about
and all
that?
These, well, yeah, and all these weird tanned oil people.
Fucking
like,
meatheads.
How about
yeah,
them
it was
chicks?
just very strange.
How about them tans walking around, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Maybe we'll see her again because I plan on doing the Ruby and the Diana.
Is there a Diana Cadu this year?
I
Oh, yeah.
heard that there wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there is.
I think it's not. There's
Because
no
I was
doubt.
gonna come down for that.
I don't think her name is associated with it anymore. I think they called it something
Um,
else.
yeah, because actually Chris Broad, the real Chris Broad, got
Never
into
heard
it
of
with
her.
her about that he posted a picture of her that she didn't like, so she told him to take it down.
I think I saw.
Oh, I
that.
saw the
Yeah,
screenshots
yeah.
of that.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm not affiliated with this anymore, or whatever." So I think it's not.
It might be
happening.
under another
You
name.
check out Diana's porn. It's pretty good.
She do porn?
Oh, yes. Good little.
You sure?
Got a big clit. Oh, yes. Lesbian porn, gym porn. Oh, yes.
Gym porn.
Oversized clit. I wonder why.
Absolutely. A Haitian oversized clit.
Oh my god. What was her porn name?
Diana Cadu. She used the right name.
Diana Can Do.
There you go.
Right.
Right. We'll have to fact check. I'll have to fact check that one and get
Got my
back to you.
laptop with me.
Yeah.
Same size as Chuck Basher.
How?
If that's going to change, we're getting Chuck some Pinot Island plants. Going to get some foot surgery, too. Give some nice feminine feet so that
Oh
club
my
foot,
god.
baboon feet.
What color nail polish you want on him?
Probably purple or red. You ever see baboons? Their feet and their hands are the same, and they climb like crazy.
That's awesome.
Baboon.
He's gonna need a lot of work. It's gonna be pricey, but the maniacs come through with me. We're getting top of the line.
How much do you think this is going to cost, grand total?
Probably close to $100,000. Easy. Oh yeah, according to my specifications.
We're not.
You mean with all the
nobody's
surgery?
spending $100,000
Yes.
on that shit.
100.
We're looking at tits. We're looking at ass. We're looking at nose. We're looking at
much are
lips.
tits?
We're looking at facial cheeks. We're looking at slanty eyes and possible foot surgery.
If we take him down to South America, we can probably get it for half.
Oh, yeah.
Take him to Colombia or Brazil.
There you go, Brazil.
Andrew speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's going to need an extensive 1 year on female hormones. Exclusively.
He's fucking serious too.
Oh,
He
yeah.
actually thinks this will happen.
And I will have
joking.
sex with him.
Oh, I know. He's
With her. I'm sorry, her. That was a Freudian. That was an unintended
Freudian
Freudian slip.
I've talked to Lenny off camera.
And his girl,
100%
yeah.
real.
We're going to do a nice greasy sandwich. We're going to have all the maniacs pour oil on us.
This shit you're all envisioning in your head.
I'm actually getting really turned on about
Oh, boy.
her and her little filthy mouth, too. She's going to get a nice Cleveland steamer,
That
courtesy
mouth
of
is
Lenny.
definitely fucking filthy.
No more curls, Chuck. You'll be locked up and put on total bed rest. Don't worry, we'll be feeding soy intravenously. All the dope you care to smoke. Be great. Maybe we ought to
I love when he says
massage them like they do the Kobe
That's
beef.
what my dad used
Give
to
them a
call
nice
it.
beer
Were you
massage.
smoking dope?
Yeah.
That's a fucking Pennsylvania thing, I guess.
Yeah, my father used it many times. Those dope smokers,
Yeah.
dope smoking wimps on those football field. He goes, you're going to let them push you around? You're going to let them eat your lunch on that practice field? He goes, I'd kill to be your age again. I'd knock the shit out of some of them dope smokers hanging around at the pizza shop. He'd take us to the local pizzeria where all the kids hang out. This is the 80s.
Yeah.
He says, look at him in there. Look at him. Like people older than me. He goes, you're going to be in the weight room running on that truck and sweat, and they're having good time with the girls on prom. That the local paper of the pictures of the prom. He cut the pictures out and put it in our weight room. Because those are the punks you're going to face in the practice field. Going to the prom and having a good time while you're in the weight room. He goes, you're going to let them push you around on the field? He goes, ah! It's like, oh, shit.
Did you go to the prom?
Fuck no. I actually asked a black girl to the prom.
Yes, you wanted to though.
And she told me, get real. But when I came back to Pittsburgh, we got into it. We were doing a 69 2 years later because of that. Monica.
Chase 71 with 2 fingers in her ass.
I had my tongue in her ass.
What happened during those 2 years? You got rejected from the prom, then 2 years later.
Well, I went to Florida, but then I came back because my
Jacked,
grandmother,
right?
fat Lenny. I came back fat. You saw the pictures with that wrestling singlet on.
Oh my god!
A big fat hairy fuck with crabs. Gasoline baths and shaving pre or dad and Nick's.
Yeah.
Actually had
and that did the trick. That guy.
Yeah, actually had a crack whore give me a gasoline bath.
Whoa, a gasoline bath?
Yeah.
Get rid of crabs.
Right.
Wow.
And I also want to make a shout out to the first pussy I ever saw.
Oh my god!
First name only.
Well, I won't say any names, but
don't say the last name.
she actually ended up marrying the baseball coach. Her son and I went to the local Catholic school. He was Italian, and his mother was in her 20s at the time, very voluptuous, very attractive, with a nice tan skin. And me and her son were playing out in the yard in the mud, in the rain. It was like in the springtime. We all got mud, and his mother came out because my mother was going to come home from work and pick us up because I'd go over the house and play sometimes, and she'd watch us. We were about 8 years old, and when his mother came out, he's throwing mud pies at her. We're all covered in mud, so she's like got real scared. She goes, Lenny, your mother's coming home. She says, you better get yourself cleaned up. You could wear my son, her little brother had clothes probably in my size. She goes, I'll put you on that. She goes, you go ahead and get in the shower. So I get in the shower, had a sliding glass door. I remember it distinctly because we always had a curtain. And I came in, and guess who came in right after me? She did, naked. And I was about eye level to her, the nice, biggest, hairiest bush you could imagine. She was 2 inches away from me. And we took a 3-minute shower. She washed me up real quick. And man, I was in heaven. It's the first time I
Wow.
ever saw. I was so
That's
freaking
fucking
hairy.
great.
And I think that was the greatest thing. And that's probably why I started liking Italian women. But this bush it just didn't end. I mean, if she put panties on,
Could you even get hard at that age?
I think I did my first time. I was in heaven. And the funny thing was, I actually told my father, my mother at the dinner table. Oh my God! She goes, "Why
Great
does
Thanksgiving conversation.
so and so have all this hair?" And they didn't really, nowadays. She'd be brought up on charges, but I
for
thought
sure.
nothing of it. And she didn't either. It was just a quick shower, but man, it was like almost 4 inches away from my face. Washing me up, sticking her washcloth between my legs. Nice big tits. Big ass. The 70s hair, the makeup, the nails. It was fucking great. Just one of my early memories.
That's
big,
great.
hairy
It's good. It's a
bush.
great memory. That's good.
Yeah.
I like Lenny's story of how he got a blowjob with a gun to his head.
Yeah, it felt like an ice cube. It's actually a tranny right off Dixie Highway there.
What?
Near Good Samaritan Hospital at Palm Beach Lakes. My window was broken. I had an electronic window. And the choice at the time was buy a new window motor for or
Leave it down.
stop picking up whores. So the choice was easy. Fuck the window. Get rained on. So I'm driving down and
like Jay
I
Masters.
pick one up. We pulled on the side of the road. She's sucking away a black tranny, of course. The next thing you know, something felt like an ice cube. Because I'd reclined my seat, and it felt like an ice cube was at the back of my neck on the left side, right where the window was that didn't roll up. And it was a gun. He says, "Hey, I want some fucking money." And the tranny goes, "You better give it to him. He'll kill both of us." It's like, oh, shit. And I gave it to him, $30. And he got on his bike and rode, because he came by on his bike. And then he snuck up 2 minutes later, dirty fucking coward.
30.
Dirty. And I actually called the fucking cops and told them. And the dispatcher's like, "What were you doing?" And I was like, "Well, I was just picking up a girl."
The
She goes,
tranny,
"You shouldn't be doing that." Well, the tranny got out after that because I didn't have any money left.
but the tranny was probably in on it with the
Oh,
gun.
yeah,
Exactly.
for sure. It sounds like a setup.
Exactly.
Maybe.
You were totally set up.
100%.
But I doubt it because she would have got her money. I doubt she was.
Was
because,
she even nervous?
Yeah, she was scared, but
There you go.
she didn't get her money. The money that I was supposed to going to give her went to him, so I doubt it.
She got a free blowjob.
I got a free, yeah.
Well, you paid $30.
But didn't you tell me
Oh
that
yeah, the money got stolen.
yeah.
So you paid $30.
Yeah.
Have a
But
gun to
didn't
your
you
head
t-
and get blown.
Didn't you
Sounds
tell
like a
me you
great
went to
night
like
out.
the jail and they let you beat him up?
That was
That's a
another time.
score.
That was in
That's a
Boynton
score,
Beach,
Leonard.
next to Robert's Restaurant on good old Seacrest and Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Of course.
That's when I had the window down, I had my glasses on, and about 20 guys, as I went up to the corner to pick up one of my local girls, who was really great. Her name was Ethel May Williams.
There he goes.
You can't really Google that because
Yeah,
there's
but
so
you-
many of them. But
Don't
but
Google
anyways,
that.
So many of them.
they jumped in the car, punched me in the face, grabbed my glasses. I was blind as a bat. And they said, drive. They had 2 guns on me. So I drove a little bit down the road. And Ethel May, she ran out of the car. She goes, "I'm calling the police." She goes, "That ain't right." So we drove a little bit down. They wanted to make like $40. Then they said, "You're a nice guy, Leonard." Because I told him my name. And I remember the guy who gave me glasses. I looked at him and stuff. And she called Boynton Beach Police, and they pulled me over. He goes, "I understand you had a problem. You got robbed." And I told her I was doing. The guy says, "Listen," he goes, "we got a couple guys that witnesses said did this to you." There was like 10 of them. It couldn't have been the ones with the gun. May or not have been. But he took me down to, we went down to the jail in Boynton Beach. And he says, "I'll tell you what," this was 1982. He goes, "We put one of the suspects one by one in a cell with you. And we'll walk away a little bit. How's that?"
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I said, "You know what?" I says, "I just best go home. It's just my mistake." Yeah, but they said, that's not right. And then, of course, I hit a guy in Pompano as well, a bum on the road. Looking to the left, looking to the right off Atlantic Boulevard, way down in Pompano Beach, Florida, in the early 90s. Next thing I remember, this guy hitting my car, flying through the air, some bum.
A guy hit your car. You mean you hit him?
Right. He was drunk. He was drunk.
made out of
Pretty
iron.
soon, there's 100 people, if you know what, surrounding the scene. Pastors coming out of nowhere. Pompano Beach Police. question me, who's the person that hit it? It took 2 minutes to find out it was me because I'm sitting in my car way back when. 3 hookers walked in my car because I didn't pick anybody up here, but they all jumped in. And the cop said to me, he's like, because you're the one that hit him. He goes, you're the one that hit him. And the guy's laying there all busted up. I felt horrible. And the witness was like, yeah, I'm the one that hit him. And the cop said, and the witness said, yeah, he flew 20 feet in the air, and they're all fucking laughing. 30 people were like, that's funny. And I said, I'm really sorry. And the cop started laughing. He goes, what the hell were you doing here? Looking for some poontang? And they're fucking laughing too. And the guy's bleeding on the side of the road, drunk. And they said, well, I'll tell you what, we're not going to write a ticket because he's drinking in the streets, walking around all day. I said, yeah, but still, I feel bad about hitting somebody.
Holy shit.
And there's 3 girls. I says, I'm going to go home now. And I told the cops, you're going to get these girls out of my car? He goes, no. He goes, you're going to do that. He says, grab them and knock them out. Do whatever the hell you can to get that shit out of your car. We want to see how much of a man you are. So I had to grab the
shit
one.
that happens in the ghettos down
I had to throw the one girl out. She kept running back.
That's why
I thought you needed looking for a woman. I said, get the fucking. I'll treat you right. I'll treat you right. He goes, kick her out of that car. It's like, oh my God, what a bunch of animals, cops included.
And you're right in the middle of it.
Welcome to Florida.
Yeah.
I tried that shit on Pittsburgh. I went downtown near Liberty Avenue because they got some good trannies back in the 90s. Oh. Actually in the 80s, the first time I saw them, they got a damn good tranny scene, a black tranny scene. And I'm cruising around or whatever, and the Pittsburgh police with the checkerboard hats, 4 cars pulled me over. Because let me see your license. Guy came out there flashing flashlights, and the big fat guys with the mustaches. He said to me, hey, Florida. He goes, what are you doing here? I said, I'm visiting my grandmother. All right, Mr. Florida. That's not how this isn't Florida. He goes, you get your ass home or we're going to lock you up. Get the hell out of here. He goes, we don't play that stuff around here. So I actually drove somewhere, got something to eat, and 2 hours later I heard when the shift changes. Then I went to picked up a nice black tranny, went to her apartment right near the
that's like the climax of every story.
Yeah.
The black leads to the black trannies.
Man, the first time I saw him in Pittsburgh in the 80s, nice, man. Thigh-high boots. I could not believe what I was seeing. Probably the better tranny scene I ever seen on the streets was in Pittsburgh. I'm sure it's still the same up there. Any of you guys want to give me some feedback?
You guys, meaning who?
The Pittsburgh Maniacs.
Why don't you go up to the Super Bowl in Minneapolis? There's probably plenty of hookers.
I'm sure there are.
Now.
I'm sure there are.
Week leading up to it.
Ask Warren
Since we're not going
Sapp.
to be on, who do you have? Pittsburgh or the Patriots? Or Philadelphia or the
Is
Patriots?
that a Freudian slip, Brad?
Yeah,
Actually, you're right.
I'm tired. I'm trying to get this shit wrapped up.
Actually, you're right, Brad. James Harrison, 2 sacks. That's what I'm rooting for.
Patriots win.
James Harrison, drive the tackles into the backfield.
It's hard to bet against him.
Gronkowski has to play.
That's what I'm rooting for. James Harrison to wreak havoc and show people he can still play. He's your age. You're what?
39.
You're the same as James
I'll be
Harrison.
40 this year.
Same as James Harrison. Same as Andrew Kalora.
How old are you?
36. I'm going to be 37 in February.
You're Dale's age.
February what?
7th.
You're going to be 46.
Yeah.
Thanks, Leonard.
Yeah.
And you'll be
Good
48.
times.
Going on 18.
How long you been down here in Florida?
Be 20 years this October.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's like
I moved down when I was 26.
You lived in the city, though, in New York, right?
Smack dab in the middle.
28 years in
Right
April.
Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
What?
And Dave Palumbo, you're wrong. You called me a native Floridian. We're going to have to correct that.
I
tomorrow.
caught that. I
Yeah,
heard
I
that
did
too.
too.
Yeah. It's all right.
When's the last time
what did you
been
say?
back?
Before that?
How many
Every
years
year.
you been down here?
I was in June.
I've been here my whole life, man.
You Brad's a native Floridian.
Yeah.
Well, I was born in South Carolina, but moved here
Where?
when
What
I was
part?
2, Charleston.
No kidding.
Yeah, like...
But my father was getting transferred around the country, so that's just happened to be where my older brother and my younger sister were born down here.
Oh.
It was just because he was getting transferred around.
You see a lot of...
It came back here. There was
See
two.
a lot of
My
black
parents still live in the
trannies
same
up there.
fucking house.
Why are we going to ask?
I
I'm
don't
sure.
Well, no, I wasn't
And I
asked
lived in
that.
Vegas for a couple years. But
Okay.
I see a lot of this going on, and you said that you're South Carolina, 2 years old. There's a lot of people that they're born in New York City, right? They leave when they're 2. They come to South Florida. I'm from the hard streets of New York City.
Not.
No, you weren't.
You're from where you grew up.
Fucking, you don't even
That's it.
remember anything. It's to build the status of, I'm from the hard streets of New York. No, you fucking weren't.
Somebody asked me,
That's something
somebody
Jay-Z
asked
would
me
say.
that. I was being a smart ass. Where are you from? I said, I'm from my dad's balls.
Exactly.
My mother's twat. How's that?
As they say on Blue Mountain State, the TV show Christina was a cheerleader on. The coach said that to the players.
All right, let's.
Where are you from? My father's balls. Blue Mountain State.
I'm still looking at it. It's amazing artwork.
Who is it to keep that? Do you want to hold on to that?
Yeah, you guys. It's for you guys, man.
That's for us?
Yeah,
This
for
will be
you.
our centerpiece.
I'll email you the original file.
Yeah, 'cause I can
it's 20 gigs though.
Should be making
That's
shirts
fine. I
with
can
that.
print it out of my job.
Yeah, I printed that out right off my printer in my office.
Yeah, I have a nice color laser to work. It'll come out great.
Nice.
James Dialto, man.
You want to sing us a song on the
I
outro?
wish I could, but I have to go use the outhouse
You have to shit?
and piss.
Well, I got to take a leak, so you can.
Yeah,
go.
so do I.
Do you need me to walk you to the clubhouse?
If you don't mind.
I don't mind at all.
All right, everybody.
Good night, Maniacs.
I hope-
We'll see
I hope-
you
I
from
hope we
Cape
answered all your
Coral.
fucking questions.
We'll be in Cape Coral tomorrow.
And if we
All
did-
hell's
Right.
going to break loose.
That's right. Oh, hell's gonna break loose.
RX Muscle.
If you can get up tomorrow morning, you
Oh,
fuck.
believe me, I'll get up in spades. Christina, I hope you watch the broadcast. I love you.
Get a good night's sleep, Lenny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate
All right,
it.
thanks for
anytime,
coming, man.
Adam.
Yeah,
Anytime.
anytime.
Thank you,
You're always
Adam.
welcome.
And I will be praying for your soul.
Thanks, Lenny.
You're
Peace out,
welcome.
bye.
Don't do that.
Cookie
on
cutter, peace out, bye.
that.
Adam,
H
gotcha.
to the is O.
Oh,
V to the is
oh
A.
God.
No, we don't do peace out. That's Jason's thing.
I was just fucking.